Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Co-Optional Podcast. With all 4 cast members, just like always. Completely normal in every way.
I've noticed
Jesse,
no difference. Yes.
Are you drinking coffee then, Jesse? That is just unacceptable. I mean, what is that? Yeah.
It's chai latte, sir.
What?
You LA motherfucker.
Chai.
That's
Chai
first
latte.
off.
Ew.
It helps make me feel like a real woman, and I enjoy it very much. It keeps my I don't know, hormones down. Look, I have no idea.
What?
That is
I don't know
nothing
what
but a
being
giant styrofoam mug of estrogen. What are you doing
There we
with
go.
your life?
Estrogen. Yeah, that's it. Look, I just gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Oh, God. We're lacking Dodger. And people criticize me on Twitter. It's like, she's been talking about this jury duty for 3 days on her videos. Newsflash, don't watch her videos.
Yeah,
or
we don't know
follow her
what she
Twitter.
does. Yeah, no, I don't. We don't even follow her. We show up once a week to make fun of her for doing stuff on Polaris, and then we'd go our separate ways.
That's
how we.
That sounds about
That's
right.
really how it works.
Minimal contact.
Oh, the minimalist.
Yeah. So apparently it was, this is what Jesse was telling us. Oh, Dodger said, yeah, I told Polaris to tell you. Because that fucking worked out well, didn't it? Oh, man.
But at least we've got that ugly cat, which...
Oh, yeah. That's uglycat9.jpg. I'll have you know.
That doesn't look ugly, though. That looks kind of vicious and nasty and
Much like
violent.
Dodger.
Much like Dodger.
Heyo!
Oh.
Jesse, up your volume just a little bit, if you please.
I just did, and I
Good.
moved my microphone
All right,
closer,
cool.
guys.
That should fix that nice and easy, then. You also have someone in the background, actually, Stylosa.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh,
say hello. That's Kiriov. He is the other half of UnitLost. Yeah, that's him. He sits in the background. He makes quite good cups of tea, which is, he made this for me like 10 minutes before the show.
Convenient.
And actually, I'm running out, so you're going to have to, sort that out. But
No.
This is what you should get. Jesse, this is what you need. You need a coffee boy. Send the boy out to get the coffee.
He has a dread shirt on. If anything, I'm afraid of him. He is
He does it.
too violent.
Come here, show that t-shirt off. That's really
Too
good, that is.
Is that
dread.
glow in the dark? It looks awesome.
Come closer.
Right.
I love it. I love everything about that.
Red.
Also, on the arm, love it.
I
Legitimate.
love everything about that. He's just glowing in the dark in the background. He's like a presence that we're trying to ignore, but we can't. We can't ignore him.
I was kind of
There you
slowly crop him out of the show.
It's all right. He's gone. No,
Perfect.
what's he trying to do? Get rid of him.
Oh, man. Welcome to the Co-Optional Podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games. Our guest today, who we have not properly introduced, is I would say one half of UnitLost too, but that's not actually correct. We've got the second half there as well. He's sitting in the background.
We have.
It's Tom, a.k.a. Stylosa of UnitLost. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, we were trying to get you on, but obviously it's a pretty awkward time for the British. We're still trying to sort out Blood Bowl match, actually. I don't think there's actually a huge point in playing it at this point, but we probably should, because Crendor will get very upset if we don't.
He sent me some abusive messages, and it's not like him to do that.
Play it right now.
It really isn't.
Can we
No.
play it right now?
We actually have enough
going
news
on?
to not need to do that this week.
We'll talk about porn, which I believe happened the other week.
That was a quality discussion
Twice.
that was very enlightening for everybody.
2 times in a row. You guys start talking about food, I'm gonna start bringing up porn. That's our. We're like
food.
That's it. I've been told to talk about food.
we're like the Cold
because-
War right now. If you launch, I launch. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All I'm saying is-
I'm going to launch Wensleydale. You're going to launch styrofoam spray cheese in a can at me. That's not real food.
TV's already on it. TV's got not real
is
food
that?
covered.
You don't
Oh,
understand. You do not understand.
What is that?
So, I heard that Japan has some very strange Kit Kat flavors, and a few months ago I ordered some of the green tea ones, and they were really, really good. But they do a selection that you can order from Japan. This is 6 different kinds of Kit Kat in Japanese flavors. Now, some of these make sense. If you have a look at that, it's like, oh, that looks like a cheesecake. All right, that makes sense. There's the green tea one, there's an apple one. Then things start to get a little bit weird.
What's that in the bottom right-hand corner? It looks like a can of spray paint or something.
that's
hot
exactly.
pepper?
I think it's chili.
Is it?
That one looks
Yep,
like a
that's right.
Branston pickle sandwich in the corner there, and then there's the green ball of goop flavor. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna, since they're all little Kit Kats, we're gonna take a bite out of each one of them. We're gonna do a little taste
shit.
test right here. We're gonna find out
It took-
which of these Kit Kats is actually legitimate.
It took 3 years. 3 years and 100 podcasts. You finally started doing my bit. I've never
Yeah,
been more proud.
I'm taking it.
I've never been more proud.
All right, this one right here is Sinshu Apple, which looks like a regular Kit Kat.
Why would it?
So
it's apple flavored Kit Kat.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
that, no,
No,
it
that's
isn't.
not-
That's not good anyway. No. I don't know why you would make that. That is not a flavor that works.
You need to have the green goop. Have green goop. Everyone's saying green goop is wasabi.
Green goop?
I'm hoping that's correct.
Okay, this one right here. All right,
Why are they so small? What's going on there? They're
it's just a little sample pack.
Because
Like,
the Japanese are so small.
All
It
right.
makes sense.
so
Like a
this is
full-size
the
candy
color.
bar in Japan.
This is the color of this thing. That's what it looks like. So it's kind of
Please be
green.
wasabi. Please be
Snot.
wasabi.
All right. Okay. So here we go. That's right.
Damn it.
That's actually really good.
What is it? What flavor?
I have no idea.
Mochi, maybe?
I think it might be mochi, and it's really
You can never
tasty.
go wrong with mochi. Mochi is.
I don't even know what that
delicious.
is. I'm gonna Google that. What
I
the
approve
hell
that.
is
Japanese. What do you call it? Like
Mochi.
Japanese.
rice cake made of mochi?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read Japanese. Only one of these has an actual English name on it, like the one that says apple on it, and then everything else is just like Japanese. I have no idea what it is. All right, so this one,
Marshmallow, maybe? I don't know what you would
this
call
I think this
mochi.
cheesecake, which I mean that can't be too bad. That's got to be. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that can't be. Oh yeah.
yeah. That's legit. That's kind of like a
Oh,
strawberry cheesecake
that's
thing.
legit.
All right. This one doesn't have a picture of produce on it, only this rather large yellow pepper.
Oh my god! Please be disgusting.
Okay.
They can't all be good.
No, no, they
Especially
can't.
if Apple is the worst one. That's
Apple's pretty bad. Okay, this is dark. This scares the shit out of me. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go. Nothing yet.
I want a show where just TB eats little tiny bite-sized things of everything. Like TB, try this. He's like, oh yeah, no, that's quite good. Quite.
Yeah,
Good.
but he doesn't tell us what it tastes like. He's just like, oh, that's fine, that's terrible, that's fine.
I'm not learning anything, but I like
it's-
watching it.
It's burning mostly. It's a good level of burning though. I can definitely see why some people wouldn't be able to deal with it. But you know, having grown up on curry, this is like a nice, pleasant burning. It doesn't actually have any other taste to it. It's just like dark chocolate and fire. That's the combination. All right, that leaves us with two others. I'm pretty sure this one is green tea. This one right here. I'm gonna try
Because
that.
it has tea leaves on it.
Yeah, I mean yeah, I mean, it's green. This one I already know I like. This is actually, you wouldn't think green tea would be any good, but it's actually fucking great.
Here's what we need. Do you, audience out
Whoa,
there,
that is
do
not
you
green
know
tea.
any crazy? Oh, what
That
is
isn't in any way green tea. What the fuck is that?
What the hell?
Right? It tastes like fucking paint thinner. What the fuck is this?
A nice antifreeze flavored chocolate from Japan.
I don't know what that is, but that is weird and I don't want any more of it. Alright, that is not green tea. That may have been wasabi, I'm not sure. And then
Why
We
would
have
that be in
this.
chocolate.
which is
Oh, the pickle.
it's a pickle. It looks like a pickle sandwich. Like, what possible flavor could this be? It's a fucking toasted sandwich with what looks to be mince in it. So this might be beef flavor.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, apparently the flavor is hojat. What the fuck is that? Hojicha roasted tea.
tea?
That is not good. And
Hojita.
this might be the wasabi one. This may be the wasabi one. Okay. All right, here we go.
We can only hope.
Oh god, no.
More. Do it again. Eat
No.
more. Yes.
No. Why would you make this?
Is it down in one?
Oh, fuck me. That is unspeakably foul. That, I think, that must be the wasabi. That makes... No.
Why would you do that? I mean,
I don't know why you would do that.
Why would you eat that? And why would somebody make that? I mean...
God. That's like crippling, depressing disappointment in bar form. Oh.
Let me tell you about Japan, my friend.
Oh, bloody hell.
No, I like, listen, right? I have never watched any kind of, like, anime or anything like that in my life. However...
You're doing well so far.
No,
Fuck that, I'm
listen,
eating the rest of the cheesecake. I want to get rid of that
the other
taste.
month,
Get the...
I watched Attack on Titan. I do not... I don't know. Like, now I have dreams of these, like, giant men with who are naked, who have no genitalia, and they're, like... running towards me.
You're experiencing what I experienced 11 years ago when I watched Evangelion for the first time, and I had problems then too. I had dreams that were horrifying, and I was like, no, this is the weirdest thing. And that's when I realized anime isn't for me. It's not for everybody. Sometimes you'd like to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, no, that is a bonus. That is a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frightening.
So, overall, I'd say 3 out of 6 of these are good, and the rest are fucking stupid. So, I know which ones to order in the future. Green tea, cheesecake, and the chili. And the other 3 can go to hell. Oh, man. Okay, well, so we did that to fill in a good 10 minutes of the show, because we're lacking one of our hosts, so this should make it easier. Why is my nose burning? Oh, God.
That's not a good sign.
My nose is burnt. That is weird. I've never had that happen before. Huh. All right. Okay, well, welcome to the Co-optional Podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games, I promise. Coming up in the show, we'll be talking about what we've been playing this week. Then we'll follow that up with news, of which there actually is some now. Fucking praise Messiah thing.
Plays. Yep.
As you can
Very
tell.
non-denominational of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Messiah.
I am tolerant. I love all faiths. Messiah thing encompasses and is inside of us all. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I was paying attention in RE. Let me put it that way. All right, let's talk about what
I went to a Catholic school.
Oh, wow. So every single course was RE. Wonderful.
Yes, but you know what? You could actually skip lessons you did not like by going to mass. So I'm not religious, but I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to go to mass today because that's quite bad. So I'll put my name down for mass.
That is the big look. That is the biggest scam I've ever. If you're a 14, that is like, oh yeah, no, totally down with Jesus. Let's go, and you're just like, yes. That is the worst.
You get the what is it? The body of Christ, and I don't know. I'm not religious, but I'm just like, yeah, this is great. This is not maths. This is awesome.
Yeah, like that's. I gotta figure they need to
get a nice big like mouthful of fortified 15% wine. You know, that makes it a little more interesting.
No, they never actually gave us the wine.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
It's grape juice TV.
Strangely enough, Catholic schools in the UK generally have the highest grades and the most successful students. Like, my sister went to a Catholic school, even though she's not actually Catholic, just because it was the best school in the area by far.
That was the reasoning.
You can take breaks during your day. Work. Yeah. Everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm refreshed now. I just slept for 45 minutes.
Well, I would like to thank everyone who is currently watching the show. We're currently having a very successful live broadcast so far. We have managed to get United States Quiz past Dark Souls 2 and Diablo 3 Root Results. So well done, guys. Well done.
Nice. And they tuned in just to see you eat food. So really, we have no place to go but up at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's wonderful. You know, you start as low as you can go, and then everything else seems like an improvement. All right, let's talk about what we've been playing this week. Let's kick it off with Tom. What have you been up to? What's been going on? And Jesse, you're still too quiet, apparently, somehow.
Okay,
no!
So Jesse, go away. I played WildStar over the weekend.
Yes, WildStar. Yeah.
Now, this is a game I kind of, like, I want to like, but I just can't. Like, it's almost like I've been there and I've done that before. Combat system's quite interesting in the game, you know, the action-based combat system, but I just, like... I find it very difficult to just go through that kind of like, I mean, obviously it's the influence of World of Warcraft and whatever has kind of like tainted me in that respect. I don't know, but WildStar, yeah. The other thing I've been playing, which is kind of,
Hang on. You can't just get away with that.
I'm playing loads of games.
You can't just get away with that. It's like, yeah, I played one of the biggest MMO releases we're going to have in years. Yeah, I'm just going to skip over that entirely. You made a 3-hour video on this thing. You're going to bloody well talk about it.
Okay, so, you were saying, Jesse.
No, I was going to jump in and agree that I think that I don't know if it has to do with the actual game. I wouldn't say that it's WildStar's fault, but I have the exact same feeling that you have when I played WildStar, which was I think I've grown out of MMOs, like MMORPGs, because it's a lot of the same over and over again. And even though I had fun while I was doing it, I still had that, like, it's hour 2 now, and I'm still farming guys and running through quests, and it's like, oh God, I don't think this is for me anymore. I had that realization, was like, no, I think I'm over it.
I mean, like I said, the combat system is pretty great, and like what I got from it is it's a WoW clone. You know, let's not beat around the bush. It is literally a WoW clone with a better combat system. But and this is all credit to them. It is kind of on par with WoW in terms of polish. And you know, WoW's been out for 10 years. That is a major achievement in my eyes. But I just like you said, Jesse, I could not. You know, I streamed it for 3 hours. I put the video on my channel, all the rest of that stuff. But I just I don't feel like I want to go back to it, but I feel like I should feel like I want to go back to it, but I can't. And you know what I think as well? I think it's just going to end up being an advertisement for Warlords of Draenor when that comes out. People are getting there like, oh yeah, I remember WoW. I remember my days in the the MMOs. I've been playing WildStar. What's around the corner? Is WildStar just going to turn up with some sort of, like, I don't know, convoluted advertisement for WoW in some kind of strange way? I don't know.
Oh, it's funny you should mention that, because like every time an MMO comes out and it ends up flopping, it always results in a spike of WoW subscribers, because like, well, might as well go back to World of Warcraft then. I had fun there. And especially with Draenor coming out, and that, like, the sneaky way of giving you like a free level 90 is just fucking marketing genius.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you can tell they have no fear at Blizzard, because literally they're like, do you want to market this thing? No, fuck it, let's make motorcycles. Like, that's what
oh yeah, Azeroth's chopper. Yeah.
They're like, I mean, we could promote our game, but people are gonna play it anyway. So let's go make motorcycles with these guys who had a TV show 5 years ago. Okay, like that's what they're doing, and I'm just like, all right, great, Blizzard, you have billions of dollars. Congrats.
You're right about the polish, though. Like, everything I see about, like, great animation quality, it looks like there's a good amount of combat feedback going on there. You hit something, it looks like you've hit something. And, I mean, even, like, the waypoint system looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Good user interface. But, like you said...
as well, so, you know...
Yeah. I think, you know, I'm done. I keep saying this time and time again. I must have said this for, like, a year on the show. Look, I'm kind of done with the MMO thing, you know. I
sort of feel sorry for Carbine, though. I mean, like, you can see there is a lot of effort there. Like I said, there's a lot of polish. It is a good game. You know, I mean, we look at Elder Scrolls Online. We're not going to talk about that idea.
Yeah.
No, which is terrible. Yet, you know, I think WildStar is kind of, is it possibly going to go the same way and maybe not do as well? Because Big Daddy WoW is around the corner. You know,
I know way, way, way too many people at this point who are really hyped about WildStar. And I think because it has the same polish as WoW, and it has the character design that I think WoW's trying to get to now, where the characters are very fleshed out and it's very comic booky and cutscene wise and character creation wise. It looks great. And then they're saying, and I mentioned this a couple weeks now, who knows if it's true, but they're saying they have enough content for a year and a half after launch. So
endgame content.
Yeah, that's what they said. And so if they have that and they have the hype that they have, I don't think there'll be any problems with that game succeeding. But I don't know if it's on my radar anymore.
Could you say it's the same as like Guild Wars 2 kind of hype? Because I know that was hype to high heaven.
No,
I played that and no endgame, and that's what I just stopped playing. You know,
I was very anti Guild Wars 2 hype, and I got shit on by the internet for it. And because it was all of it was like hype, over hype. It's going to change gaming forever. I was like, guys, I've actually played this thing. It's not what you think it is. People are like, fuck you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I can definitely say going into WildStar, it does not have nearly as much hype, but it should. I think it has gameplay mechanics from WoW and Guild Wars 2 put together flawlessly. Like there's a lot that's really, really good in this game, but I that's what depresses me about it. It's a very good game, but I'm just like MMOs.
Yep, pretty much. You know, I want at least in some ways, other genres to incorporate large player bases. And I think that stuff like PlanetSide does a great job of that. And I want to see, other MMO FPS like that. I think what would be absolutely fantastic is an MMO kind of Mountain Blade, with huge armies fighting each other.
Yeah.
I'm kind of digging the idea of the 40k MMO.
No,
that
right,
might be okay.
There should be a 40k MMO.
Well,
not
there is.
the one they're making. No. We're talking like an actual, the lore in that universe.
Yeah.
Hell, you made the video, didn't you, where you broke down all the games and spoke about, but literally the lore, the 40k lore, specifically of Warhammer, is it's so detailed. Like, there is so much scope there to make a game of anything. But what the hell do they produce? Some shit iPad game nobody cares about. Oh, Christ.
You know what? What shows just how disgraceful the iOS marketplace is. So you go on Steam and everyone just completely shits on Storm of Vengeance, and rightfully so, because it's terrible. You go to the iOS store, 4.5 stars. Yeah, this game's really great. No, it's not. What level of standards have you motherfuckers got that you think that somehow Storm of Vengeance is great? Come on! It's not like there are... there's loads of bad games on iOS, that's the point. But there's loads of good games on iOS as well. And people fucking ignore those in favor of some shitty lane-based strategy which requires basically no strategy of any description.
Yeah. Ugh. And there's no way one orc boy would kill a space marine.
Oh, yeah, fuck that on the lore aspect of things. No way.
No way.
I get really salty when that happens. I get super salty about it. No way! You know what a fucking 3+ armor save is, you assholes? Get out of this! No way a fucking lasgun's taking down a space marine. Oh, man. Yeah. But MMOs, I don't know, I just... As you say, it's that thing that you were saying, it gets me as well. I feel like I should be liking it more than it is. It's from a critical standpoint, it's this game is doing everything right, and I don't want to play it. I'm but why? It's that one hang-up I've got. I think I can, almost any other gaming genre, I can kind of get over it. I've been playing a bit of Tex Murphy, right? And it's a genre that I despise, but I'm kind of getting into Tex Murphy a little bit.
Why? Because FMVs, bring them back.
Yes, because FMVs. I can't talk too much about it because, there's an embargo on it till midnight, but if you played the demo, you know exactly what I'm talking about there with the FMVs. But when it comes to MMOs, even the best fucking MMO that they can possibly make, I'm still going to probably not play it because I'm just done.
The problem is, it's hard for us to do it though because the time investment's too much. We can't.
That's it.
We can't just go away and. I mean, you guys are good examples of this with your WoW history, on your channels and such. You know what it's like to. As soon as you stop playing the game, you can't really. What the hell else are you going to do for your YouTube channel if you're spending all day and night on the thing? And as we say, we're older now, and we just haven't got the time in the day to sit there and play God knows what MMO till 3 a.m. every day.
When I think I would really like the time to play this, and I sit down to play. A few hours later, it's I don't know that
was that good time that I just spent?
Yeah.
That's the problem I always got with MMOs. It's I spent 4 hours, what did I get out of it? You always get something out of it, which I think is actually a really good selling point for a lot of people. Every time you go on WoW or whatever and you do a quest, you've done something that stays with you. You've gained experience, you've gained gold or an item, and you can just log off and feel like you've accomplished something. The opposite side of that is that they give you so little. It's it's a tiny piece of fucking kibble, little bit. They're just hey, here's a little treat that we give you. And it's I just spent 4 hours getting that little treat. Yeah, but you got a treat. Yeah, but it's not substantial. It doesn't fill me up. Once I've eaten the treat, that's it. It's 5 seconds of pleasure for the 4 hours of work I put into the treat.
You still want some more Kit Kats? Is that what this whole thing about?
No.
Okay, he's talking about pleasure.
Don't want any more Kit Kats.
4 seconds of
just get a little bit. You just get a little bit. Just a little bit of pleasure.
No more Kit Kats. Fuck Kit Kats. I now hate Kit Kats. That's how I feel about MMOs. I think a lot of people feel that way after playing WoW for so long. It's just oh god, I see the value in this, but I just don't want to invest the time. What else have you been playing?
Oh yeah, so I haven't. So I watched the DreamHack Invitational. So I watched Impact. Sorry, in the final. It's been ages since I've watched any StarCraft or any esports in particular. So this made me feel like playing StarCraft 2 on the ladder. After about a year and a half of not actually playing it, I was quite surprised. My muscle memory was kind of there to some degree. And I placed in, I think I'm mid-gold. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. But I will rapidly get demoted into most likely copper.
Copper doesn't
Bronze,
exist anymore. You should be
Copper
okay.
Doesn't exist. Oh, actually, you know what? There was I was playing against a guy, and he had some sort of like 3D thing on his command center.
Yeah, you can
and he
do
was
that.
saying it's from League of Legends. I was like, I don't know what any of this is about. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if
can,
that's true.
if you join a clan, you get a little.
Yeah.
You can set up an icon
Listen
that
out.
lets you spin around near that. It's pretty cool.
Because I've seen it on the esports broadcast, but I didn't realize it was in the game. But yeah, I played StarCraft 2, and you know what? I absolutely love that game. I like games where you're kind of on a level playing field, and you've got if you put the effort into it to kind of practice and such, you become better, and then you can like the rush of beating somebody, which is a hard fought game. You can't beat that. You just cannot beat
No, you
that.
can't.
It's so good, so good. Let's get
love that.
competitive. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what I've been playing this week.
That's definitely the way I feel about StarCraft still, especially when I'm streaming it. It's the wins feel better than wins in other games, you know?
Oh yeah.
I could play a Dota-style game, and it's like, okay, cool, I had a win, whatever. And then I get super ragey about the loss, but I'm like, oh, a win? I guess that was okay. But then in StarCraft, I'm like, if I lose, I'm just like, okay, well, this is why I lost, let's not do that again. And then when I win, it's like, I'm a fucking bourgeois!
Well, you know what it is? It's you're on your own. It's you versus somebody else. If you
Yes.
lose, it's your fucking fault. You go away and watch the replay. You work out why you've lost. It's none of this. Oh, my team were terrible in LoL. It was them,
Yeah.
not me. You're accountable, and I think it takes a kind of a different type of personality for somebody to sort of think that's fine. Like I don't think Jesse could do this. In fact, Jesse, did you even play StarCraft? Have you even played it?
I don't play any sort of like competitive StarCraft mode. I'm the guy who's like, let's do 6 hours of tower defense. I was like, boop, 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 boop. Yay, boop, boop, boop. That's how I play, and I'm great at it. You put me, if you're like, okay, so your build order has to be like barracks, build a farm. Like, I don't know what you're talking
Barracks,
about
barracks,
right now.
farm. Yeah, it's pretty standard.
What's going on here?
Yep, I don't do that.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've played it, and I don't know how much I can actually go forward and keep playing it, because I will hit a wall where I won't get any better because I'm not going to put enough time into it and that stuff. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
Fair enough.
Chat's
Alright.
reminded me of how one time at Husky StarCrafts, I lost to a girl who played with one hand. And I got the shit kicked out of me. I was like, I got this, guys, I got this. No, it was bad.
You must have been playing Megumi Expert, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
you got your ass kicked. She's like high masters.
Oh,
she
yeah.
fucking ruins your day.
She one-handed, just like blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are you
sounds
doing?
about right. Sounds about right. Yeah, she's ridiculously good at the game. So I decided to pick up Dota-style games again, and because I actually saw it in a banner ad, and I thought, oh yeah, I remember this game. I haven't tried it yet. I should try it, and that's Dawngate. And I played a few games of that, streamed a bit of it as well. I like it, actually. I'm getting into Dawngate in kind of a big way at the moment.
Now I gotta look this up.
Is Dawngate the one with the there's like a trait system or something where you pick
Yes.
you don't actually, you're not a support, you can be any character but be the support, and you get sort of different bonuses, don't you? Like
Yes.
it's all a bit vague, but
Yeah.
it's the EA MOBA, isn't it?
Yeah, it's by a company called Waystone, and it's published
Yeah.
by EA. So what I imagine happened is that EA's like, shit, we don't have a MOBA, or a Dota game, or whatever you want to call it. We better get one. Let's find one that's in development and offer to publish it, which is basically what seemed to have happened with Dawngate.
Old Republic as well. Shit, we don't have an MMO. Let's
get one.
find one.
Yeah.
let's
Well,
get
they had
one.
an MMO. It was called Warhammer,
Oh.
and that didn't go so well.
No, we don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
No,
So
we
what you see
don't.
on screen right now is actually a trailer about that trait system. Like, that's a kind of a major feature of the game. So you pick your hero, and then you pick a trait, yeah? One of 4 different
Yeah.
traits or roles. And all of these roles give you a bunch of different buffs. And they're kind of self-explanatory. Like, Predator is what you want to pick if you want to go roaming and ganking, yeah? And you're going to get a bonus every time you kill. You're going to get way, way more money and experience from killing an enemy hero than you would anywhere else. And you get a couple of other bonuses which help you out. There's a role for jungling, which is the hunter. So you go in the jungle, you get passive lifesteal on jungle creeps, and you get a chance every time you kill a jungle creep to get a bunch of bonus gold. The tactician, which is the role that I play most of the time, is basically like a support/harass. You gain passive gold for kills near you, so you don't have to last hit. So, you know, in like Dota or League of Legends, if you're not last hitting, you're not really getting any money. So, like,
I hate that.
Well, you've got to kind of sit there, which sucks, you know, because you're playing the support and you're sitting there. It's like, oh, God, great. So the carry's getting the last hits, and I'm just kind of trying to help him out. Here, like, you're encouraged to harass a lot, and every time you hit a hero, it starts like a 5-second countdown every time you do it. You get you get gold immediately every time you hit them. So you're encouraged to keep harassing, keep harassing, keep harassing. And then there's a gladiator role, which he gets more gold from last hits than anybody else. And he also gains, I think it's like a damage bonus against creeps in lane and things like that, or something along those lines. And the roles are really flexible. We actually played a team which was 4 tacticians and 1 jungler. We had nobody that got bonuses from last hits at all, and we ruined the other guys completely.
Yeah.
So there seems to be like in solo queue in particular, it seems like it's harder to fuck up. Like, it's harder to doom your team from the very start in the way that you can in, say, League of Legends. Like, oh shit, we don't have an AD carry, or we don't have a support. Well, might as well surrender now. In this, it's like, well, you know, you can kind of make that work. And the item system helps there as well, because it's very ubiquitous. So, like, almost every item has a use for everybody, because the stat system's kind of very homogenized. There's, as far as I know, there's no mana in the game. I haven't found a single hero that uses mana. It's all different kinds of energy systems, basically, or cooldown-based stuff. And they have a lot of nice little twists on all of that, and they like to do skill synergies. Like, it's like, once you use one skill, you can then combo it with this skill or this skill, which will give a bonus.
Yeah.
There's this hero, which is I think it's an otter. I can't be certain, but it's an otter, and she's bitchy. She complains about everything. But she has this eel, and she slaps people around with it. She just gets her eel out and just slaps you around the face with it. And she can either...
Sounds like a good night out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time in Birmingham on Broad Street on a Friday night, isn't it? But you can electrify the eel, or you can make the eel steal life. And when you do that, you've got a little buff that stays on for a couple of seconds. But if you then do her Q, which is kind of like a forward dive, while that's on, it'll take the buff away, but it'll apply either a 1-second stun or an instant heal, depending on what buff you had up at the time. And her ultimate basically is Space Jam. Essentially, she flies into the atmosphere with another hero and then just dunks them. It's kind of great. So I found like a fairly pleasurable single-player sort of solo experience with it, because it's harder to fuck up from the very beginning, and since heroes are really flexible, you can kind of fill in the role that you feel you need to at the time. And, you know, people aren't arguing over last hitting because the tactician role exists. The jungle's actually so big in that game. There's only 2 lanes in a fucking huge jungle. If 2 people want a jungle, it's entirely legitimate. You can have 2 junglers without any problem, because there's so many jungle creeps to kill. So there's that, and there's also this nice little karma system. At the end of the game, you can give out karma, and at the end of each game, you also get a reward. It calculates how good you were in the game, and also how much people liked you and how nice you were. It gives you a bonus to that. It puts up this kind of rating bar, and then you get given this chest, which unlocks to give you, like, the in-game currency, which is destiny, or some soul stones. I think they're called spirit stones, which are like runes in League of Legends, only kind of a little more complicated. So, yeah, I've been having a decent amount of fun with it. It's pretty good. It seems like it's the kind of game that's worth trying, maybe if you like Dota-style games, but maybe the current ones are not really your thing. It's a nice little sort of slight evolution on the League of Legends formula.
It sounds like it's kind of in between almost, like it's trying to not be as like, it sounds like it's trying to work on the toxic community as well, which, you know, like I think like League of Legends, I mean, me and Kiri played League of Legends like late 2011, maybe early 2012, pretty bad. We were addicted to it. But like, I literally cannot get back into that game because I sit there, and as soon as I join a lobby and like the toxic community, I sit down, I'm like, you know what, I'm 27 years old. I do not want to sit here with some guy throwing all this abuse at me. Yeah. I'm like, what is this? You know, and then you get into the game, you're kind of forced into like a 30-minute plus match, which you don't want to leave because you're going to get penalties for that. And it is really annoying. You know, but having said that, we had some really good times playing League of Legends with a full 5-man team. Yeah. That was great. That was absolutely great, that was. But yeah, I don't know. I mean...
It's the community's a real problem in all of those games.
It
like
is, it
I like
really
that
is.
Dawngate's trying to work on it. You still have those matches. Like I've done maybe 10 games in solo queue, and I had this one match where we had one guy who was just playing terribly and was pretty much doing it on purpose, and then this other guy who wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, he just kept talking and talking about his ping, about his ping, about his ping, and he had like an X, he was basically XX Sephiroth XX, at least he might as well be. He's like this 12-year-old kind of nickname, like, shut up! And like, he started talking in like all chat as well, and the other team's like, oh, shut the fuck up! And he went AFK for like 10 minutes, and I was just like, fuck me.
He had to go check on his router, bro.
We were trying to surrender, but he'd come back and deny the surrender every time, and it's just like, fuck me.
Yeah.
But, most of we reported him, and obviously he got shitty rewards at the end of the match, but you're gonna find that every now and again. It's a team-based game. It's why, like, I will never play Heroes of the Storm with any less than 5 people. It's not even, no way. Solo queue Heroes of the Storm is a fucking nightmare, and I think the only other game I can even think about playing solo queue is Awesome Noughts. Everything else is like, oh, you don't have a stack? Don't waste your fucking time. It's misery. Absolute misery. But I found the solo queue in Dawngate to be a bit better because of that role system. I think it helps a lot. It's otherwise like the traditional free-to-play model. They give you like 10 heroes in the free rotation, but otherwise you're buying them kind of like League.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't approve of that system particularly, but I also don't think that everyone should try and be like Dota because it's a surefire way of going bankrupt.
Oh, Christ. I mean, Dota, the first time you load Dota up, if you have no knowledge of the heroes, oh my god, you're like, what the hell do I do? And you have, that is information overload to the extreme.
Dota does a terrible job at explaining how to play its game. Really bad. No doubt about that.
And it doesn't help that most of the people you play against are Russians. You can't understand them. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I've been through that many, many times before. It's a hard genre to get into,
It is.
I think even Heroes of the Storm, which is trying to make it better, I think you'll find, like, the solo queuing experience right now is just horrible, and I don't think it's going to get any better. I don't care what they do to it. They can't fix the fact that is such an objective-focused game that if you don't have a team that's on the same page as you are, it's going to be a fucking misery for you.
I think the one thing they need to do for that, and we found this out just by dicking around with it the other day, where we only had 3 of us, and we're like, well, 3? I mean, that's close to 5. We can do it. And so we got our asses handed to us because you could see everyone on the other teams all go to objectives and all do things. And so it was impossible to win. But the thing that I think is pretty obvious about the alpha, beta, whatever it is, there's nothing in there that makes it so if you're single queue, you end up more likely with single queue people. You end up with whoever the hell you end up with, and you get your ass kicked, and it's like, enjoy.
Yep. It's an inherent problem to the genre that's not easy to fix. And maybe it shouldn't be fixable, but they're so popular right now that getting a 5-stack all the time is difficult. As I said, we made Skype groups just to stop the rest of us from having to play on our own in Heroes, because we want to play Heroes. It's a good game. I love it, but play it with any less than 5, and you're in for a really bad time. So we just put Skype groups together. It's like, who wants in? It's like, oh, we can't. We've got 3. Fuck that then, we'll play later. It's not worth the hassle of having to deal with 2 people that might not play the objectives properly and just make you lose. Because you can't carry in that game. It doesn't matter how fucking good you are. You can't carry...
The whole team's the same level, isn't it?
The whole team's the same level. It's unless there's a massive level disparity, 2v1s and 3v1s are not really a possibility. There's in other games, it's like you can get your carry so fed that you can just murder 3 of them. Can't do that in Heroes. Can't be done. So...
Which is a positive. I mean, I like it. That is
it's a truly team-focused game, but that also entails the problems of queuing with randoms. Yeah. So Dawngate, it's not bad. I think what else have I played this week? I played an iOS game that I actually like. Metal Slug Defense.
Oh, shut up.
No, I shit you not. It's great.
Good?
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be. But it actually got the Touch Arcade's Game of the Week. I'm like, really? It got Touch Arcade Game of the Week? That's unusual. So I play it. They use all the original graphics and animation, so it looks great, and it sounds great as well. And it's basically a lane defense that's about 20 times better than Storm of Vengeance. 20 times better.
Well, that's not hard. I mean, what the hell? That's not hard.
No, it isn't. No, it's
I
not.
can program a game 20 times better than Storm of Vengeance.
Yes, it certainly is not that difficult at all, but it's fucking fun. It's just a tug-of-war game. It's a pretty brainless kind of tug-of-war game, but they've got things like boss fights against huge enemies. You can summon a metal slug to push across the map. The cool thing about it is that each unit, as you've probably seen on the stream, has like an activated ability. It takes some skill to use it. Like your basic grunts only have knives, but they've got grenades as well. And you tap the soldier to throw the grenade. You got to time it so that it actually hits it, because the other soldiers move, and you got to time the arc and make sure that you do that properly. There's all sorts of really cool different unit counters. You can summon all the heroes from the Metal Slug games. You can rescue prisoners of war in order to unlock shit. It's free, it's a standard kind of free-to-play, earn your units kind of thing, but I haven't run into a part where I feel like I need to buy units yet. It's all working pretty well. So, yeah, it's... just the soundtrack alone is fucking worth listening to, because the Metal Slug music was always amazing, and it's just as amazing. It sounds great. It's fun. It's dumb. It doesn't require a lot of thought, but it's fucking fun.
I've got like into a kind of a bad habit with iOS games. Like I tend to, I look at them, and if I see in-app purchases, I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with this, and I turn away from it. And I mean, honestly, the only games I've, I think FTL is pretty good on the iPad.
Yeah.
The interface can be a little bit iffy sometimes, especially with the weapon selection.
There's a lot of pausing in that version.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I mean, obviously with the PC version, it's much faster to play. So you kind of, I don't know. I think it's a decent game. It's definitely one of the best games on the iPad. Definitely. And of course, Hearthstone, I think, is obviously pretty good as well.
Yeah.
That's probably edges out FTL just a little bit.
Yeah, Hearthstone works really well on the iPad. Aside from the fact the frame rate's a bit dodgy, but in a card game, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Metal Slug Defense is pretty good. Been playing a bit more threes because I feel like I've just got to get that moral victory against the fact that 2048 ripped it the fuck off, and then people somehow think that 2048 is the original. It's like, no, 2048 is a piece of shit compared to threes. Threes is beautifully designed. There's a huge amount of thought that's been put into it, and 2048 is a dumb clone for dumb people. Just saying.
Consider yourself told, ladies and gentlemen.
Seriously, don't play 2048. Makes you like a horrible human being. But yeah, Metal Slug Defense is alright. Digging that. Obviously been playing a bit of Tex Murphy, trying to get ready for, I think embargo is tonight at midnight. I'm not sure I'm going to hit that embargo. I'll try. Can't talk about it, unfortunately. Because the bit that I'm playing right now is not the bit that's in the demo, so I'm like, shit, can't talk about it then. So I'm going to have to keep that one under wraps. Outside of that, there's that other game, but I can't talk about that either. I'm NDA'd. I should really play games that are actually out. That might be a good idea. Yeah, a bit of Hearthstone, bit of StarCraft, bit of Heroes, that kind of thing. Jesse, what you been up to?
I'll be real honest. Too much Age of Wonders 3. You
still in that? Cool.
Yeah, it's a minor addiction. It's a problem. But that, and surprisingly still playing Battlefield 4. Who knew? Who knew I was that guy?
You are that guy that somehow didn't get any of the bugs and was actually able to play that game, because
I have too many guns maxed out now, and I'm just like, what up, bitches? The problem is, it's an unfair look. The fact that an engineer can run around with like 15 rockets on his back, that's not cool. That's not cool. That is, get out. And snipers, the worst. I shouldn't play that game anymore. And then Heroes of the Storm and Hearthstone, just as bad as Battlefield 4, just the worst. I got to a point the other day where
here we go. I heard you've been calling it pay to win, Jesse.
Oh my god!
I hear there's been some rage going on.
My god! I got to a point where no matter what I do, and I've tried different card builds and different just all these different decks, and I'm just
Jesse, you were having to go at me for playing a competitive game of StarCraft 2, and you're raging about getting beaten in Hearthstone.
Look, no, but see, here's the thing. You're like, well, it takes a special kind to play StarCraft, and at the end, when you lose, it's only your fault, and you go back and you review I don't do that. I'm like, you pay to win, bitch! Like, I get really angry and I tweet about it. Like, God, every time. The other day, I fought a guy who just won. It was like playing against TB, except he was like, I have the perfect deck, and it was just like one after. First he's like, Alexstrasza, boom, you have 15 life. And then he's like, let me throw down Baron Geddon, boom, kill all of your guys. And he's like, let me throw down Grom Hellscream, boom, you're dead now. I was just like, this isn't even...
You let him live long enough to do all of those things. Like,
it was the worst. It was the worst. It was just so bad. And so I've literally found myself falling back to my old Murloc deck, and I'm winning just as much as I did with all these fancy decks. I'm just like, have some Murloc.
I love how he's complaining about, I'm just watching your video right now, and half your hand are fucking legendaries, and you're whining about pay to win.
Oh no, is this when Krendor and I were playing? This is when Krendor and I played our gold decks, our lame gold decks, and he kicked my butt because I have no gold cards. And so, and most of my legendaries, let's be clear, is like ETC and things like that, and Mechatork. But
sitting on a Molten Giant in his hand, and he's whining. You need to play. Hey, you have Molten Giants. Like, you should consider trying to build a handlock deck because, like, those Molten Giants.
I've one Molten Giant.
You might need another one to do the handlock,
But then immediately afterwards, we play with Murlocs, and the game's like 5 minutes long. I'm like, have some Murlocs. Like Murlocs are cheap, but they help me win, and I would rather win cheaply than have come up with real strategies.
Then lose fairly. Yep, that sounds like you in a nutshell, Jesse.
Yeah. I have issues. I have issues with that game so much. Like, seriously, once you get to like between level 16 and 13 or whatever it is, rank 16 and 13, once you get there, winning is all just about like random luck of who you play. And after that point, once you're 12 plus, it's like
it's not.
It really
yes,
isn't.
No,
it is.
It's not at all.
There's an element of luck, but I mean, there's not. It's not like 100% luck, is it?
No, it's not at all.
Luck, it's your draw. It's luck of who you play, if a person has great cards or not, or a great build. Luck of what you draw. It's true. It's true. And to say otherwise is BS.
I'm sorry, but you need to watch a pro level stream. You fucking watch Trump on his free-to-play decks and tell me that luck's involved there. Every now and again, he'll run into...
Have you seen his builds? His builds are like...
What's his win rate?
Yes, I have seen his decks.
It must be insane. It must be insane, his win rate.
Yeah,
it's got to
all right, one,
is.
He's a pro streamer who his job is like, look at me, I play Hearthstone. So like...
Aha! So, in other words, you are disproving your own point. You're saying it's luck-based, and yet someone could be a pro streamer at it and win more than average. How is that possible if it's just luck-based?
That's because he's one of those guys who, like, takes it way too... It's like those,
It's his job! Of course he takes it seriously!
I don't take it seriously.
I know!
This.
That's abundantly clear!
I should be... Just because I'm on the internet, I should get at least level 14. At least. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. That's a freebie. A freebie. I have been a fan of Blizzard for years. Trump, I don't even know that kid. He's probably like 14. And he just started playing. I don't know him. He probably... What? He's probably 14. He probably... His fanboys are probably all like, you know, after they watch... Oh God, what's awful on YouTube? After they watch, you know, Michelle Phan put makeup tutorials on, then they go over there with their new makeup and they're like, "We love you, Trump."
Yeah, that happens.
What? I'm trying to start beef. That Trump guy sucks. What a smelly girl.
Oh, beautiful.
Beef. I want to have the first internet YouTube beef. Can we make that happen?
What do you mean the first YouTube beef? That's never happened before.
Is there?
Are you kidding me?
I don't follow YouTube. Do the kids have beef with each other on there?
Yes, frequently.
Yes.
Do they make videos? I want to make videos where Trump.
Yes,
and I
they do that as well. In fact, there's an entire COD scene based solely on that.
Sorry, Trump. I thought we were gonna have something.
Trump's
cool,
the nicest fucking guy. Why did you do this?
You know what? I heard Trump is an asshole. And he uses all of you. He uses everyone who watches to make money, and then he spends it on hookers and blow. True, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I'm on the internet. We hear things I heard directly from YouTube and Twitch. Twitch called me the other day and was like, you know who's the worst? Trump. I wouldn't make this up. I wouldn't make this up. Call me Trump. We'll make this the best beef there ever was. I don't... That's what I heard.
What a brilliant time to go on the break. When we come back, we might be talking about news, but I can't guarantee it. You're watching the Co-optional podcast. People still want Jesse to be louder. I don't. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-optional podcast. Oh, I don't have any more Kit Kats for you. I do have this, however. erfrischend Zitronenthal. I think.
German.
I
It's
thought-
got to be
Possibly.
Is that German?
It says 13 erfrischend Zitronenthaler Umplatt von Edelsaatbiete Schokolade.
You know who drinks that? Trump on his screen. Damn Nazi.
These are tasty.
Oh,
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, where's that come from? What the
Well,
hell?
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Hey,
That
what?
Trump is his family was in the SS. True story. I heard it from Twitch.
He's Chinese!
Hell.
Guys,
Jesus Christ.
it's the perfect plan. He's the first wave of the invasion. Then the rest of China comes. It's only a matter of
You're
time.
baiting Tumblr now. That's what you're doing. And don't worry, we see right through it. You are very transparent.
Don't ruin this for me, TV.
Too fucking late. All right. Did we miss anything on the what we've been playing this week, or shall we move on to the news?
No, let's move on. Let's go.
All right,
Yeah,
This
come on.
is-
Let's go.
News. All right. There's a lot of it, actually, over the past couple of weeks that we can actually talk about. For instance, the brand new Call of Duty, which is titled Call of Duty Weaponized Kevin Spacey.
Here's the thing.
Featuring Frank Underwood.
Everyone in the world's like, if you look at all the comments, you can see the just overwhelming amount of Call of Duty hate. I don't care. I love Kevin Spacey as an actor. I will play that game just to see what it's about. I won't love it, but I'll play it just to see Kevin Spacey be a bad guy. Here's the thing. If they want to make a fortune off me alone, they need a Kevin Spacey playable character DLC. I want that. And you don't play as this character in the game. You play as Kevin Spacey in Call of Duty. And he just unloads machine guns and shit. I want that. I want that so badly in like power armor. Make it happen.
It's entirely possible. I believe in Ghost they just added a Snoop Dogg announcer pack that you could download.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, they realized their demographic. No doubt about that.
Oh, no. I've got a confession with Call of Duty. It's like this thing I do, and I don't tell anybody I'm doing it, and it's like I'm watching a horrendously bad film. In fact, there is a film on Netflix which is about Attila the Hun coming back from the future with a spear, and he kills people.
Wait, you mean from the past, right?
terrible.
Unless Attila the Hun is
No,
in
I
the
think he's
future.
from the... Yeah, no, he goes to the future, and then it's very complicated.
Apparently.
Right, but
To
like, Call of
Netflix.
Duty, it's kind of like that because it's this like it's brainless entertainment. I play the single player campaigns. I don't really play the multiplayer, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's sort of like pay your $50 or whatever admission, sit down, forget about everything. Although Ghost was absolutely terrible, I've got
Ghost
to say
was
that
bad.
that was fucking terrible.
I'll freely admit to having a decent amount of fun with Black Ops 1 and 2, but Ghosts, there's a fucking
Yeah, no, Ghosts. What the
piece
hell?
of shit. I mean, they only recently got the field of view sorted, so that was great. But
It didn't even run properly, did it? On
no, it
launch
didn't.
either.
It didn't.
was
It ran like shit. Like
Shit,
there were
yeah.
certain sites in the game that would halve the frame rate when you opened the site. I was like, you kidding me? Like, so you literally cannot use that gun, otherwise you will lose most of your frame rate. It's like, what is wrong with this? Oh, it was such a mess, such a fucking mess. This is the weird one though, because like this is the first one that Sledgehammer's done on their own. They helped out a lot with Modern Warfare 3, which I didn't rate. You know, that wasn't much cop, honestly, considering it was this. It ran as badly as all the other Call of Duties did on PC. You know, it was a bit of a joke there, but I'm interested to see what they do with it. I'd like to know what's like going to be the extra mode, because they always do the multiplayer, and then lately it's been, there's some kind of co-op, we just don't know what it is. Treyarch always does zombies. Infinity Ward lately has said, oh yeah, we can do aliens. We'll do aliens. So it's kind of a dumbed down zombie mode there. What does Respawn do? Do they go back to what I think it was COD 3, Modern Warfare 3 did, where they had like a Spec Ops mode, which is co-op missions? Or do they do something completely different?
They do Titanfall. They do Titanfall, and they laugh at everyone. Like, get our mechanized armor. Watch it happen. Watch it happen.
You know what? Titanfall, that has genuinely been the most fun I've had in an FPS game for a long time. However,
good.
it lasted for about 2 weeks.
Everybody,
There you
go.
Yeah.
That's what everyone
And now
says.
it's gone.
Everyone says that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to identify what the reason was. I think really, and I think for me anyway, and it kills me that this is the case, and it really makes me feel like something I don't know what it is that maybe has switched over in my brain, and that for a lot of gamers over the last few years, that you get your loadout in that game really quickly, and you don't seem to see a reason to switch it up. I think it actually might be a lack of gun and customization variety that's preventing me from going back to that game. And that upsets me greatly, because I've said time and again, I think progression systems are a crutch. You know, it's like, oh, instead of having good gameplay, let's put that in. Titanfall's got good gameplay, but the actual variety of the gameplay in terms of the weapons and like what the Titans can do is so limited. I feel that
more Call of Duty-ish, doesn't it? Really? Dare I say
and
it?
that
Dare I
kills
say
me
it?
to think that. It's like, no, were they actually right all along? They might have been. They might have been. I still think it's a great game. I drop in for a round or two every once in a while, but it is only a round or two. I can't play it for hours anymore.
And that's why I think that'd be a great bonus mode to a new Call of Duty game. It's like, hey, we have
That'd be
that
such
too.
a dick move.
Look, welcome to the business world. That's what I would do. If I was in charge of that company, I'd be like, we already have mechanized armors in our trailers and stuff. If that's going to be in the game, throw that in. You can get in like giant Imperial Walker things and shoot each other. Great. That's our new mode. That'd be awesome. Plus, it would take on Battlefield 4 a little bit too, because that's one of BF4's big things. Like, let's just get in ships and shoot each other. Just saying.
Hover bikes mode. They were in the trailer. They got some fucking hover bikes.
Hoverbike races,
Hoverbike.
hoverbike gladiatorial races, where guys on the back you shoot each other while you're going around a coliseum. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Hoverbike had better be a kill streak in that game. That better be a kill streak reward. Get on a fucking hoverbike and just gun people down with railguns? Yes, I
That
would.
would be considerably better than a dog.
Yes, I agree.
What was that about? You know, like some killer Alsatian runs towards you. You've got your machine gun and goes. You're shooting it. It taps you on the shoulder and you die. Oh.
Kevin
Can we point out that the
Spacey
dog-
is a Titan.
The dog was like the most hype thing in the world, and then if you actually had anything to do with the game, you were like, wait a minute. Like,
This does nothing.
Their dog was nothing. It was like, oh.
This solely exists to create an artificially, like, emotionally driven moment in the game, and that's it, you know?
It was that was aggravating. But congrats to the furry guy at PAX who dressed up like the dog this year and walked around with a copy of Call of Duty. It's pretty great.
What the hell? I mean, like, what else do they have? They've got, like, some sort of exosuit thing, and there was a guy jumping extremely high in the air, running up the wall with his... I mean, like, they could just rip Titanfall off, get the parkour in.
It's very Crisis, isn't it? Like, I got the Crisis vibe from that a lot, just without the aliens.
Yeah.
They're also, like, really
like-
shoving the PMC thing down the throat. Although I did get a bit of a hint from the trailer that maybe the whole PMC thing wasn't as clear-cut as, like, it initially seems. Like, PMCs are evil! Seems like the kind of Hollywood thing to push down it, but a lot of what, like, Kevin Spacey's saying in the trailer is like, oh, that actually makes
So
a certain
true.
degree of sense. And that worries me greatly. I was like, I'm not supposed to be agreeing with this. But, I don't know. I mean, I think it has the potential to be good, but let's be honest. You know, the campaigns are always dross anyway. I think Black Ops 2 was a step in the right direction there, but we'll see.
Well, then what was Ghost?
Ghost was a fucking joke.
Is this the first game on a 3-year development cycle?
I
COD?
believe they were, I think they said it was 2 on this one. Actually, no. No, yeah, I think it would be a 3-year, wouldn't it?
I can't remember.
It has
Yeah,
a very
because it's their first game, isn't it, on their
Elysium
own?
yeah. It's got to be about at least
Yeah.
2.5 to 3 years that they've worked on this. They're in a new engine, which thank fuck for that.
Oh,
Because
shit.
how old does Call of Duty look? I mean, it's been looking like that since COD 2, basically. They've been using the same engine, just iterated upon. And that engine was based on Quake 3, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So they've got that dealt with eventually. But no, apparently it's a brand new engine. I gotta be honest, the trailer looked okay. You know, it's like, all right, this seems like a step up. Still no Crisis 3, but nothing ever is.
No. You know, I sit there playing Crisis, just changing the suit mode over maximum armor.
Maximum speed.
Amazing. Maximum speed, maximum armor. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. It is like kind of a... I'm sort of ashamed to admit it that I do sit there and I kind of enjoy the brainless single-player crap that Call of Duty gives you, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah. People are saying, I heard it was the same engine. Well, I would suggest Google.com. They haven't said what engine it is, but they have said it is a new engine.
I heard that's what Trump was saying it was the old engine.
Fucking hell, man.
God damn it. Yeah, we'll see. All I hope for when it comes to COD games is a decent PC version, because if it's a good PC version, I'll maybe get like 10, 20 hours of multiplayer fun out of it, and then that'll be that. You know? And it's like, okay, Great. I never buy the DLC for those games. I don't see the fucking point. I hate the way they do map packs. I hate the way they do season passes. But to be honest, by that point, I'm bored of the fucking game anyway. So by the time the first map pack comes out, I'm like, well, I don't give a shit because I'm not playing it now.
Yep.
So we'll see. We will see. I think Ghosts took a lot of wind out of the sales of the Call of Duty franchise in general. It didn't sell as well. But I think that they're pushing it out as, it's Sledgehammer's first thing. It's the first one on a 3-year development cycle. It's the first one that's built for next gen. I think that's going to push it out enough.
I fucking hate that term, next gen.
But
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you think it looks next gen? Do you think it has that next gen quality to it?
Well, like you were saying with
It looks like a
Constantine,
2-3-year-old
like
PC
that.
game.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
next generation. Peasants.
You know what? I bought a PlayStation 4 on launch. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It is over there behind my TV, and it never gets turned on. In fact,
I turned it on for
yeah.
Infamous, and then realized it was running at 30 frames per second, then I turned it right back off again.
yeah.
I was like, the next gen experience has just as many frames as the previous gen experience. Fuck that, going back to 120 hertz. Thank you.
Yesterday I went out with some friends for Cinco de Mayo, and Alex from the Dex, he and I were talking about how we bought our PlayStation 4s on launch. We got Killzone because we're like, dude, we can play online together. It'll be so much fun. We've never once turned it on. We've never played with each other. We were like, we probably should do that because that's a waste of money. It's like, oh well.
Yeah.
Welcome to PlayStation 4.
The only reason my Xbox One's been turned on lately is for Peggle 2. Just gonna be entirely honest about that.
You know what, actually, with the PlayStation 4, Resogun was actually fairly decent. However, after spending like £450 on a black box to play Resogun...
Defender, basically.
I'm like,
No,
what have I done here?
no.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't buy it for that reason. Yeah, I was so pissed off with the Xbox One's launch lineup as well. It's like, it had about 4 games in it. It's like, I could actually dig this. And I was hyped for Dead Rising 3 because I love Dead Rising. I've loved all the Dead Rising games. Come in, the thing's running sub 30 FPS. The controls are fucking floaty as shit. I'm like, oh no. Never got out of the starting area. I hated it too much.
You want to know how bad the Xbox One is right now? I am at 79% achievements for Rise. 79% achievements. That's the only thing I have to do right now is go grind achievements in a game I don't like.
What the hell?
Oh no. I was gonna at least have a reason to play my PS4 when Murdered Soul Suspect comes out, but apparently it's coming out for PC, so whatever. I'll play it on that. And I'm more than willing to wait too.
There was something from Software, it was Project Beast or something I was seeing the other day.
Yeah, most people think it looks like the next Souls game, which it probably is.
Yeah.
But there's not much to say about that. I assume they're aiming that at next-gen machines as well, which again means, good, hopefully a graphical upgrade, because Dark Souls 2 might look better than its console counterparts, but it still looks 5 years old. So.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like the Dark Souls 2, like people will say the PC port is great and whatever.
It's better than the first one, but still not brilliant.
No, well, that's what people compare it to, isn't it? They compare it to the first one, and it's slightly better, but like you said, it's visually it looks like a PC game from 5 years ago.
It does, and still that version looks better.
I demand 120 at least.
Yeah. I decided to 4K downscale that thing because I've got spare power, so I'm gonna run it in 4K and downscale on my graphics card. It's like, that texture still looks shitty, regardless of what I do. The lighting's still not very good, so there's no amount of downscaling that I can do to actually make that good. But it is definitely a lot better than the first one was. There's no question about that. There's still, if you use keyboard and mouse, you're going to have a terrible time with it, though. I don't know if they've fixed that double-click issue delay yet. I really hope that they have, because they had this genius idea of saying, so click once for normal attack, click twice for strong attack, but the game has to wait to see if you put the second click in before executing the first one. So there's a delay. I never noticed that because I was using the keyboard for that, which is a way you can kind of avoid it. But, I just switched over to 360 pad pretty much immediately with that game because that's kind of the way it's supposed to be played. But apparently it's a nightmare. And, you can't use more than 3 mouse buttons in the game without using a mod to do it. I imagine that stuff's going to get fixed up eventually, but, it's rough. It's rough. We'll see. Some people are saying that Beast might be a PS4 exclusive. I don't know if FromSoft will ever go exclusive again. After Demon's Souls, Who was it that was saying? Which company was it that was saying it was a stupid fucking mistake for them to not pick up Demon Souls? I can't remember who it was. There was one company that came out and said, like, out of nowhere, it was stupid for us not to pick this game up. I'm trying to think of who.
Oh shit.
It was a big company.
Yeah. Never mind. I thought that's when they the guys who used to make Saints Row and all them when that died.
THQ.
THQ.
Yeah, when THQ died, but that wasn't
Sony
it.
said that, but they were stupid for not expanding the franchise. I was gonna say Sony. Yeah, that's Sony owns the IP for Demon Souls, though. That's
But not Dark Souls.
Yeah, I can't. It's a weird situation. I thought it was Sony, and then it said, "Hang on, that was a PS3 exclusive." And then, oh yes, they were saying they were idiots
Sony.
for not. Basically, they didn't publish it outside of Japan. It was someone else that published it outside of Japan. Wasn't it Atlas that picked it up?
It's Atlas.
Yeah,
It's Atlas.
Atlas was the one.
Get it. It's over there.
I've got the bugs.
Oh, the Black Edition? The Black Phantom Edition? Yeah.
Well, you could have helped. You could have helped us.
Yeah.
About 5
Yeah,
minutes
so
ago.
that's what they said. Yeah, they were idiots for not publishing it in North America and EU, and Atlas had to pick it up. It still remained an exclusive to Sony, which was weird, but yeah, they flagellate themselves for that. I have to wonder if they would, if From would ever go back to doing a game exclusively for one system. I don't know if they would. You know?
Can they afford to? That's the problem, I guess, isn't it? I mean, you're cutting yourself out from extra sales, I guess. At the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially if I'm gonna go next gen only. Like, great. Well, there's further sales gone. If you're not gonna release a PC version, that's even worse. So I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll see what comes of it. I'm obviously excited that something else is coming from
from
Yeah.
me.
Well, I hope that they can keep making better PC versions. Like I said, Dark Souls 2 is a lot better, especially if you have a controller. It's perfectly playable. If you have a keyboard and mouse, it still isn't. But hopefully they can fix that up. I'd like to see Armored Core come to PC. That would be nice. A lot more Japanese companies are bringing the games to PC. Of course, with this month we've got Dynasty Warriors 8 coming to PC, which will hopefully be a good PC version because Dynasty Warriors 7 sure as hell was not. Actually, that was a mess. They've released a lot of them on PC, but only in Asian territories, and they've been really bad PC ports.
There was a very, very good, I don't want to say MMO, but I guess that's what it would be. It was an online version. It was like BB is what it was called. That's where it's BB.
Okay.
And that existed, and I played that, and it was great because you would pick a faction and you'd play, and then you'd fight just like you would the normal game against other people. And then you would take over territories, and it would be like a tug of war between taking over. But it was 3 people going at it, and it went over a long period of time. It was great.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Yeah, I could see that being cool. I probably won't like Dynasty Warriors. I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably slate it, and Jim Sterling will hate me, and Jesse will hate me. It's just how it's gonna be.
You can say what you want about that game, but you will be hated no matter what. Even talking about it, you will be hated. It is the best franchise ever made by man or beast. Most likely beast. I imagine.
I kind of classify these like Asian games as like crazy Asian games, which I've never really played that much. However, I got a PS Vita at the start of this year, and I played Soul Sacrifice. Oh my god! I was like, what? I love that. I absolutely loved it. I could not believe what I was missing out on. So there is something on PS, the Instant Collection. I cannot remember the name of it. Begins with an M.
Muramasa the Demon Blade.
That's it.
Oh, it's actually Muramasa Rebirth because it's the used to be a Wii game that. And then it was Muramasa Rebirth is the one with more content. It's a good game. It's a side-scrolling action RPG. Really, really nice by the guys that made Odin Sphere. Absolutely beautiful game. Really cool.
But that's like a whole like game genre I've not really got into kind of thing, and I'm sort of getting into it, and it's sort of like, hang on a minute, what have you been missing out on?
If you like Japanese games, the Vita's the platform to get right now because that's all that's fucking on it.
It's an awesome little thing as well. I mean, go on, Jesse.
No, I was going to say, there's going to be, at least from on the horizon, it looks like there's going to be a giant push by Sony to make that thing actually like
relevant,
used by people. Yeah, relevant, used by people, because all the functions it has with the PS4, which are just like maybe I should get one now. Like, I have no reason to own one, but there's like, oh yeah, no, you should definitely pick one up.
Yeah,
Who knows?
The recent releases for it, stuff like Demon Gaze, a lot of people have said that's very, very good. That's an NIS game, so, very Japanese kind of dungeon crawler. Yeah. Some people like this game Conception 2. A lot of people have also said it's kind of rubbish. They just brought out the God of War collection for Vita. That actually just came out today. So, if you want to play yet more God of War, you can do that. There's, of course, Danganronpa that's out. There's a game called Takuden, Age of Demons, which is kind of Dynasty Warriors-esque with a bit of Monster Hunter thrown in there for good measure, involving demons. Wow. So that's okay.
As of right now today, how very topical of us, they've released a $200 slim PlayStation Vita now.
New one. It doesn't have the OLED screen, so that's a bit of a disadvantage that some people are claiming, but otherwise it's okay. There's a lot more stuff coming on. There's like Project Freedom, I think it's called, a game called Mind Zero. There's the new BlazBlue that's coming out for it. There's an X-Blaze game. There's a Hyperdimension Neptunia game. If you want that Chibi Animu bullshit, then that's available for you. There's a lot of that stuff. It's like Akiba's, this is a obviously deliberate thing on words. Akiba's Space Trip, Undead and Undressed from X.
What the hell?
I shit you not. It's obviously like supposed to be a joke, like Akiba Strip. There's a new Disgaea game coming out. Disgaea 4 Promise Revisited. There's a One Piece game.
This is what frightens me.
It's like Japan. Lots of Japan. The other Danganronpa games coming out. There's Murasaki Baby is coming out as well by the guy who made Shadows of the Damned. Rainbow Skies, which I think is the sequel to Rainbow Moon. And then, like, in the middle of all of the Japanese stuff, fucking Helldivers by Arrowhead, which is, some future military thing by the guys that made Magicka. So, just out of nowhere, there's that. I don't know, if you like Japanese stuff, there's a lot of that coming on there. Nope. A lot of that.
Nope.
All right, let's have a look at the other stuff then. So, new Unreal Tournament game apparently coming. We should know about that in a couple of days. They're going to do a stream on it on Thursday, I believe. But yes, they are saying Mark Rain, the VP of Epic Games, said, yep, Unreal Tournament's coming back.
This is going to have a progression system in it. This is going to be free to play. Mm-hmm. This is going to be consolified. Yep. This is going to be not the arena shooter you remember from your youth. I don't know, like, Unreal Tournament. I mean, I played a shed load of Unreal Tournament 2004. A shed load of it. I think, what was the other one? The recent one, was it 2007? That wasn't that good.
What, Unreal? The last one was Unreal Tournament 3.
Yeah, Unreal 3. I think come out in 2007, did it? I don't know. Something like that really wasn't that good, though. I don't know what they kind of did with that. It was kind of...
They put it on consoles. That's what they did with it. And it felt like it. And it was fucking brown. You remember how colourful Unreal Tournament used to be?
Yeah.
This one was slow,
that's realism,
and easy,
TV.
and brown.
Realism.
Yeah, I'm looking outside my window right now. All I see is brown. It's all over the place. Everything's brown. It's incredible.
It's weird, but most of the UT, I think it's like that sort of rosy color looking back. Sort of like you have fond memories of playing it.
Yeah, the nostalgia effect kind of thing.
Yeah, it's nostalgic, but I don't know that they have a lot to prove, I'll say. If this is a new one, they got a lot to prove to a lot of people. That's all I'll say about that.
But can they
I don't see how they could
just throw out? Can they just throw out like an Unreal Tournament 2004 clone with better graphics?
No, because they won't. Even if they could, they wouldn't. That's the problem.
That's what I want.
Yes, it's what I want too, but they won't do it because is it outside of the thing that they're making? I think it's Fortnite, which is like that crafting survival game they're currently making for PC. Would they really release a PC only game? This is the company that legendarily abandoned the PC and said it wasn't a viable market years ago, made all of its Gears of War games for console, and then kind of came crawling back, and now is saying, oh, yeah, Unreal Tournament games, like, I don't trust you to make this and simultaneously make it good on PC, because you got to put it on consoles as well. And when you do that, you lose the ability to actually create a proper arena shooter, because the actual accuracy you require on PC is ludicrously high, and you can't emulate that on console.
Why is there a turn back to PC? Because I always assumed Gears of War was a huge success. Like, I recall that being very, very popular. Even though
Well,
I didn't
yeah,
play
the
it.
problem is it's run out of steam. You know, the last one, Gears of War Judgment, people didn't really care for so much. They did the trilogy, and then they did another one for no reason. And I think people were just like, you're doing this, you're dragging it out, you did a trilogy, then you're throwing another one in here, come on, we want something different from you. And I think with PC, some developers they're kind of smelling the way the wind's going here, like especially in a console generation transition, where they're saying, oh yeah, actually more people play on PC than do on PS4 or Xbox One right now. And we've got Steam is very popular, free-to-play models are very popular and can actually work well on PC, and a lot of people game on PC now, so they're having to consider it again. You know, I think, wasn't it Skyrim that sold like 5 million copies on PC? I think that was the stat for it, which is a ludicrous number, you know? Absolutely massive number of copies. And of course, apparently you can sell an unfinished game on PC and people don't complain anymore. So that's nice, you know?
Oh, fuck that, yeah. Early access, here we come. Oh, it's fine,
Yep.
it's an early access.
It's all right. Unreal Tournament 4, it's going to be an early access. You're going to be able to buy a Founders Pack for $199.99, which gets you all these really, really great weapons. You're going to be able to get in from the alpha. You're going to be able to help build the game. Yeah.
You know who's to blame for that? 4 years of Minecraft. I'm saying it. It's fact.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Look, Minecraft's great, but they released it when it wasn't even done and then kept doing updates, and everyone bought into it, so now everyone else thinks they can do it. And you can't do that. You're not going to be a Minecraft guy who thinks you're going to be Minecraft. Give it up.
Unless you're Star Citizen. Then apparently
You just keep throwing money at that thing. Talk about a pipe dream, you know, it's like people just, they want Star Citizen to be so good, they're just going to keep throwing money at it until it is. Oh. I hope that it is, I really do, but it's fucking ambitious. We'll see.
To the extreme, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwing money at a game, is that part of our news? The Pantheon news with the
what?
145 million or something like that?
What?
The Brad McQuaid Kickstarter.
What? Yes. No.
What are you talking about?
145,000. I'm sorry.
What are you on about?
And then he just took money from it.
He did?
What? Can you at least link me an article instead of bullshitting? Come on, show me what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I'll do it right now. I'll do it. Holy hibbity jibbity.
Just to remind Jesse, we're actually doing a live show right now, and you can't just say the thing with the stuff.
Look, I had to look it up myself. Give me a sec. I just on the top of my head.
Christ.
Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. They got $147,000 raised through all sorts of Kickstarter things and like that, and then. Their lead guy took $45,000 out of it as a paycheck, and then everyone else was basically working for free. And he's like, "But I need to live though," and took money. And that's why I don't Kickstarter. You're a bad thing, man. I used to love you, and then it got real. Then it got too damn real.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. So, allegedly, can we, at least keep the word allegedly before you get sued by these guys?
This is it's what I heard from Trump. Trump told me today that
run that joke into the ground, Jesse. Just run it in. Yeah, supposedly Brad McQuaid allegedly developing a title called Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, which received $145,000. Apparently received $45,000 of that, basically took a third of it, and there were a bunch of other issues with people not getting paid and all sorts of nonsense.
I'm pretty sure this failed on Kickstarter, so they launched their own fundraising campaign on their website.
Okay.
Yes, on their website.
They're obviously taking the direct donations, I guess, from that.
Oh yeah, they were asking for $800,000 initially, apparently. Bear in mind, Brad McQuaid...
Fuck Brad McQuaid, because what he did to Vanguard. I thought Vanguard was going to be good.
Yeah, it was the old EverQuest guy, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So he comes from EverQuest, and then he put Vanguard together, which I think this is an ancient game, guys, but I mean, it had loads of problems with publishers and stuff, and I think eventually it went back to SEO.
It went back to SOE eventually, yeah. It didn't do very well.
But there's a post.
But I followed the development of that.
There's a post here that appears to be from their Facebook, their legit Facebook, saying, we regret doing that, but stuff like that happens, and we didn't mean to.
Sorry.
I should not have taken. It's like McQuaid regrets taking any money out and counting his chickens before they were hatched. In other words, until the funding is actually in the bank, McQuaid shouldn't have counted.
Taking money out of the company in the first place. That's
that's
some strange stuff. I mean, I wouldn't trust necessarily a Facebook page because it's entirely possible that Facebook page was hacked.
That's true.
There's no, social media is never that reliable in that respect. But there's certainly some weird stuff. Apparently, he was taking huge salary advances from the crowdfunding resources. I mean, if they're asking, I'm sorry, but if they're asking for 800,000 and they get 150 through like their website, that game is not getting finished. I'm sorry, if you ask for 800k and then you get 150, that's the real problem with like the flexible funding model that was used. I think even
Indiegogo.
Yeah, it's stuff like Indiegogo. Even Will Wheaton was criticized for having flexible funding on his thing for tabletop. Because he could have just taken, if they hadn't made it, he still takes that money. The show maybe never gets made. As it stands, it doesn't matter because it reached ridiculously high heights. But flexible funding is very, very risky. If you set a goal, then the hope is that that's how much you need, and if you don't reach that goal, you don't get to make it. Like it's all or nothing.
Right.
But this stuff, where you're just you're funding outside of the website, that is very, very risky. And I think it was recently a company that was making some playing cards, I believe, is actually getting sued by the state of Washington, I believe, because they ran off with the money, basically. And because there were some of the customers coming from Washington or whatever, like the state actually got involved. And there's an actual state lawsuit going on against these guys. So there's consumer protection lawsuit.
So regretful.
State of Washington filed a lawsuit against the company behind Asylum Playing Cards, which raised $25,000, and there was a delivery date of December 2012. Nothing has come out of it whatsoever. There's been no promised items or any refunds, and it's not communicated with its backers since 2013. And now the state of Washington is suing the shit out of them for it.
And rightfully so.
Good.
That is
Good.
horrendous.
It's good to see that. It's good to see accountability. We need that. We really do.
Oh man, it's nice that stuff like that gets out because it's funny getting emails from stuff that I backed when Kickstarter first started that I haven't heard of since, and they're like, "Just letting you know, progress is coming along. We're still working. We just want to let you know." And it's like, you sons of bitches, you stole the money and spent it already. But at least you're pretending. At least you're lying to me. At least
you put a bit of effort into your scam,
right?
Well, I mean, I guess I remember. Elite Dangerous, when their Kickstarter came out, it was like the most horrendously poor Kickstarter you have ever seen.
It got really unlucky, didn't it?
The game.
It came out around the time like Star Citizen was doing it, so it got absolutely rammed.
It's kind of Deep Impact to Star Citizen's Armageddon.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way to look at it.
Very much so.
I don't know. I think it'll be a decent game, but they did have some problems with their Kickstarter being such a poor presentation, but they did fix it in the end, and obviously they're successfully funded. But
yeah, they invited me to actually see the game at E3, actually. I can get... Yeah, well, apparently... E3's not happened yet, so I don't know. But for what I've seen, like, I know Rock, Paper, Shotgun did a couple of articles on it, and they played a bit of it, and it's actually looking pretty good. Yeah. And that's cool, because, David Braben, he is he invented open world games, basically. Like, he is responsible. Any open world game that you've ever seen now is his. He did it. He did it on a machine that had 32 kilobytes of fucking RAM, and he put a universe in that. And that's incredibly impressive. He did it with like 2 people. It's insanity.
Huh. What else is in the news?
Let's see. It's weird that this is even a news article. I mean, I actually covered it on...
You're the one who said there's a lot of news, TB.
On Content Patch today. Dota 2 now has more active monthly players than World of Warcraft, which is not really news, per se, because it's a free game. But what interests me more about that, which is why I don't... all these websites that picked this up didn't even talk about it, because they're terrible at their job. But they didn't even mention the fact that League of Legends is still 10 times that size. And they didn't speculate on why is it that a game like Dota 2, which is absolutely free, absolutely, and is promoted by Valve, every single hero in that game is free, every game mode is free, everything you buy is cosmetic only, how is that still like only 1/10 as popular as League of Legends, where you get like 5 or 6 heroes or whatever it is on the rotation? It's probably more since then. And you have to buy everything else, and you have to buy Riot points to do it, and all that kind of stuff. Why is there still a big popularity difference? What's the reason for that? I think that's an interesting discussion that no one is fucking having. I think it is,
and I guess a lot of that's got to come down to the release date. It has to. I mean, Dota 2 such a long period in beta, which is fine, But League of Legends is kind of, I think it hit at the right time, and it's captured that audience. And like you can compare this to things like World of Warcraft, even MMOs. You know, why is WoW why is it still the biggest subscription-based MMO? Because people have got the time invested into that game. They've got the community, they've got all the rest of that, they've got the guilds. League of Legends is the same. You know, people have spent probably ridiculous amounts of money on their account. God knows how many skins. Why would you then throw that away to play Dota? I don't know. I think comparing it to League of Legends is kind of pointless anyway. Dota to WoW, because WoW is a subscription-based MMO. It's not a frigging free-to-play MOBA, is it? It's not even a free-to-play game. So saying you've got like, what is it at? Is it almost 8 million active Dota 2 players? Was it or something like that? So
active monthly, yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, what's League of Legends? 70 million? Well, it's not compared to League of Legends, is it?
Yeah, LoL's is something ridiculous, like 65 million. At least the thing is, these are Riot numbers, so we don't know how inflated they really are. But it is worth mentioning, like,
oh, look at this.
It's still a very popular game in China, which is traditionally a very big Dota market, and Dota 2 came out late there as well. Like, they shafted themselves on that one. It's the most popular game in Korea. Like, if you go to PC Bang there, all of the heroes are unlocked. So you can go to a PC Bang, play there, and you have access to all the heroes. That's a huge benefit.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely massive. So a lot of people go and play in PC Bangs there, and that's become kind of the culture. So there's a lot of popularity coming from there. And I think you're right, it did hit at the right time, because what was this competition at the time? Heroes of New Earth. And they tussled for a little while, and then LoL just ate them completely.
It just destroyed them, absolutely destroyed them. Didn't it?
I mean, utterly wrecked, no doubt. And since then, they've been snowballing in popularity. They don't fucking stop. And Dota 2 does come along, and they've got a good slice of the market share, you know, and they're going to get a really good slice of the viewership as well for esports. They have a good conversion rate between players and esports viewers. The international is very, very popular. I'm even seeing, like, there's some strange stuff on Twitch. I like to look at this stuff because I like to look at it, like, in relation to StarCraft 2. But what I've noticed is that independent tournaments for Dota tend to get a lot more viewers than independent tournaments for LoL do. Like, Lone Star Clash this weekend, for instance. StarCraft 2, it was a StarCraft 2 tournament and a LoL tournament, in the same event. The LoL tournament got less views than the StarCraft tournament. That is very, very unusual, very rare. But it seems to me like when it comes to League of Legends, people watch two things. They watch player streams, and a lot of player streams, like things like the odd one get 35, 40,000 viewers, and then they watch LCS. But these smaller tournaments that happen with League of Legends, they don't seem to get a lot of traction, which is a bit weird. Dota doesn't have like an LCS or like a WCS or anything like that. So they put on a lot of stuff that's kind of small, like Star Ladder and some Beyond the Summit America stuff.
Yeah, Beyond the Summit.
Yeah, and they do pretty well. Like I saw Star Ladder was like pulling in 90 to 100K in some kind of online event. That was pretty cool. But with LoL, it's like, LCS is on. That means it's getting like 300,000 viewers on the NA stream alone. It's like, whoa, that's a huge amount. And obviously the finals did really, really well. But it's interesting to note the two different like kind of structures that those games have and how many people view esports in relation to how many people play. And I think there's this much larger kind of casual crowd for LoL that doesn't really care about it.
I was going to say, do you think it's a more mature audience with Dota?
I think so.
In the sense of
age-wise, I think so, yeah.
You could literally say, do you think it's a more mature audience, and insert any game? And people would be like, yeah. League,
probably.
Go to PAX. Go to PAX, look at the League audience, and be like, oh yeah, no.
They're young.
They're very young.
Yeah.
It is interesting, isn't it? And I think, maybe some of it comes from... Obviously, Dota 2 is a harder game. It's more complicated. But it also comes down to the fact that the teenagers that were playing Dota in Frozen Throne are now the adults who are playing Dota 2. Yeah. We were playing on Battle.net back in the day with Warcraft 3, and now we're playing this. So it's a natural conversion between the two. Whereas a lot of the LoL audience, it definitely got some of the Dota crowd, but it also built a lot of its own crowd in and of itself, and they ended up being a lot younger. It's obviously, it's a more colorful game. It's a lot of the heroes, let's be honest, a lot of the female heroes are aimed at teenage boys and the Asian market as well. There's no real doubt about that. It's just interesting to me. I like comparing the two in terms of the esports viewership. But do you think that it's possible for Dota 2 to eventually pass League of Legends?
No.
Can that be done?
No.
You don't think so?
No. That's kind of like asking, do you think... But it's a poor analogy, I guess. But like, will Yahoo ever frigging take over Google in terms of search engine popularity? It's never going to happen. And I think it would take something extremely drastic for League of Legends to lose any kind of audience, and it would equally take something just as drastic to make Dota 2 as popular, because, as we just said, it's a more mature audience. Dota 2 is. Maybe the League of Legends players will mature into it. I don't know. But then they've got the problem of I've played League of Legends for years and years.
Yeah, why go to Dota? I mean, this is a problem. You know, I started off playing Dota. I went to original Dota. I went to League of Legends for a while, and I liked a lot of the changes that LoL made to the Dota formula. Like, I liked the fact that creep denying wasn't a thing. I liked the fact that I didn't lose gold when I died. I liked the fact that there was a lot of skill shot based stuff and less kind of activatable item based stuff. I liked the fact that each hero had a passive. You know, it gave that like kind of unique flavor. There was no hero that was like fucking Skeleton King, which has one button. That was kind of cool. And then I played Dota, and I learned to kind of appreciate those things as really interesting game mechanics. And now I'm kind of playing Dawngate, and I find like I don't miss those game mechanics. So I guess I appreciate all of them in different ways, but I can certainly like those mechanics are a barrier to entry in a big way, I think. Like just the very notion of creep denies and all the way the jungle works, which isn't quite as intuitive. It's trickier. It's trickier to get into. It doesn't explain itself that well. It can get harsh, really harsh. Also, I heard Skeleton King was taken out of the game now.
Yeah, no, he's been renamed, hasn't he?
What?
Is he been totally removed? I thought they renamed him at some point, didn't they? Because of
didn't they? Was it another trademark
Blizzard
thing?
issues? Yeah, I think so.
I haven't actually played since then.
Blizzard trademark, bitch.
There was like some sort of big event they did, didn't they? They renamed him to something. I don't know.
What happened to the Skeleton King? What happened to him?
I hope it's Blizzard. I hope it's Blizzard coming in like it's ours. We own Skeleton.
He's the Wraith King now.
The Wraith
apparently.
King. Interesting.
Looks like it.
Has he got more than one button?
I don't know.
Looks like it. He's still got reincarnation, so he still comes back from the dead like an annoying fucker. No, he still has one button, by the looks of it. I'm just looking at it. That's an aura and mortal strike, which is a passive chance to gain crit. It's still one button. Wonderful. Oh man, outside of that's brilliant. I love the dedication. It's still better just have one button. You can't give him more than one button. That's bullshit. That's hilarious.
And people say Dota 2 is more difficult.
It is funny that that's actually one argument. When I was big into LoL, like I used to make the argument like look at how many skill shots LoL has, and look at how many activatable abilities it has, and then look at heroes like the Skeleton King that only have one button. There's a bunch of other stuff like that. But what I discovered later on is that like a lot of the complexity comes in activatable items and when to use them, because like once you got your full loadout, you probably got 3 or 4 more buttons in activatables that you need to use. It's like, all right, I've got to use my Black King bar at the right time. I've got to pop this at the right time. I've got to pop that at the right time. So there's definitely a level of complexity there that's less obvious, I think, even though there aren't as many skill shots in that game. Also, who the fuck coined the term skill shot? Was that Riot? It was probably Riot. Let me tell you this about Riot's marketing. They are insidious motherfuckers, right? They like to change the narrative. Like, they like to control the narrative in a big way. That's why they forced the term MOBA onto us, because they didn't want to be called a Dota clone, because they don't want people to associate LoL with Dota, so they created MOBA, which makes no fucking sense, and they pushed it into the vernacular. And now, it's like, oh, skill shots. You know, because that sounds good. And like, you want a skill shot. You want to be skillful, right? So you don't want to be like, press E and click on a hero. That's not skillful. You want to do a skill shot. Look at how great you are. MLG XXX 420 blaze it. That kind of thing.
Boom.
Yeah, 360 no-scope. Such. Yeah, it's gotta be Riot. I knew it was Riot. People are saying it was Riot. I fucking knew it. They are like that. They are clever, evil people. Very clever. Not that Blizzard is doing any better with this whole hero brawl shit. It's like, no, Blizzard!
As soon as they said that, I'm like, why?
No!
What the hell is this all about?
And Hero Arena is dumb as well. Every single suggestion I've heard is silly. Hero Arena is silly. It's like, it's not an arena. It's a big fucking map. It's got lanes and trees and shit. That's what, you want to play a Hero Arena, you play something like Bloodline Champions. That's an actual arena game in a fucking arena.
Small map. Yeah, small arena.
It's to the point. Yeah, you can't use a Hero Arena. The problem with MOBA is that it doesn't mean anything. Multiplayer online battle arena. That could be anything. That could be Unreal Tournament. You know, that doesn't mean a damn thing.
It's anything.
Yeah, it's not even. And again, you know, if it was invented by another company that wanted to disassociate the genre with the progenitor of the genre, that in itself is an aggressive and insidious move. So yeah, there's that. Smite does actually have an arena mode. Smite's arena mode is fun. Like I tell you what, if you want to play if you want to play a Dota style game that isn't that complicated, load up Smite and play arena. That's a fucking fun mode. It's like you don't have to think about most of this stuff. You get loads of gold nice and easily. You go into an arena, there's like a coliseum, and people are like, "Yay!" Like as the gods just murder each other. That's fun. I like that. And joust mode too, which is like all random, all mid. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
They even they put the joust mode. They even put a fucking jousting thing in there with like castles and like people cheering in the stands. So good. Loads of fun. Yes, I have heard the term Aeon of Strife-styled fortress assault game going on two sides. Yes. I heard that one. You know exactly what that stands for. Oh, man. Someone suggested anxiety simulator. Like, I like that. That's StarCraft 2 ladder right there, anxiety simulator. Mola. Multiplayer online lane arena. Nah, it's clumsy. Plus, again, it's not an arena! Stop calling it an arena!
We need another S for anxiety like anxiety and stress simulator, so we can just call everything ass from now on. Like, You know what that is? That game's ass. People be like, "Yep, it sure is. See you later."
Yep. I got nothing on the name. I've been trying to think of one. I can't think of one at all. I'd love to coin one and push it, but I got nothing. Nope. Another thing that's like, because it's got to encompass all the stuff which is kind of in that genre, and that's difficult because, like, you've got to basically have a genre that fits both Awesome Noughts and Dota in it. Yeah, art sucks. Action real-time strategy is nonsense. You play one unit. It's not an RTS.
Yeah, it's not strategy. What the hell?
No. I've said it before. It's more like an action RPG. And like, if action RPG wasn't already a genre, I'd call it multiplayer action RPG.
You've got character progression. You've got the frantic clicking.
Yeah. You got the leveling up. You've got the you progress your character. Oh, it's basically an RPG essentially.
Yeah.
Oh man, if we can make the acronym MARS, that'd be awesome.
What's that?
I don't know. Multiplayer action role playing. Hold on. We need an S.
Simulator. That's terrible.
Simulator.
Simulator.
No, yeah, no, role playing
Simulate.
Simulate my role play.
I don't think you can go with lane pushing either. I think that there's too many like custom games that are lane pushers which don't involve heroes, so I don't think you can do that. You could basically call stuff like Storm of Vengeance like a lane pusher or a tug of war game or something like that. So that's a hard one too.
We'll never get a name. Look, the only way that we can end this conversation is they just need to stop existing. Guys,
just delete them all. Get rid of all those games.
Just delete them all. We won't have to worry about this anymore.
Oh dear, no.
It's my solution.
No,
Okay, these are all getting silly now. It's like, you can't call it hero defense. Again, can't do hero defense. Hero defense is an actual genre. Like it's a custom games where you play a hero and it's you versus the AI. Like if it's two-way, it's not a hero defense game. So
Yeah.
all of these games have like any suggestion you can ever come up with has already been used in Warcraft 3. I can guarantee it.
Yep.
So don't even. Yes, all of these are actually terrible. Let's not look at the chat anymore.
I don't know why I'm bringing the chat. No, go away. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Defense of the AI. I like that one. I like that one.
Oh dear.
So stupid.
I don't know. I have no
Guys,
good name
the
for
whole
them.
point is to have a good acronym. You can't just put words together and it be like base attack translucent ninjas like Batten? That's stupid. No. It has to say something like, herpes. Heroes engaging rectally.
No. Why do you have to go there? Heroes engaging role playing. There's your RP.
Role playing. There's the RP. E is environmental
simulator.
Herpes. Done. We've solved it. And then kids can be like, "You got the herpes," and everyone will be like, "I do," and their parents will be like, "What are they talking about?" They'll eat it up. Eat it up.
Oh God. That's Trump's got herpes.
Trump loves herpes.
He loves it.
Big fan of herpes.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
dear.
God.
Now is a great
I
time to
don't know
go
what
to the
I've ever
break.
sat in for coming on this.
This happens every fucking time. Oh. All right, folks. Well, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a few minutes break. When we come back, the final hour of the Co-optional Podcast. Do not go anywhere. Watch our ads. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-optional Podcast. And it has been decided by the chat that we are going to be calling the genre Total Biscuit. The acronym is Totally Online Tower Arena Lane Battle Intensive Strategy Clicking with usually isometric tactics. Total Biscuit.
Oh, so when I say I hate Total Biscuit now, I can get away with it.
Exactly. And I would actually be okay with that for once, instead of trying to crucify
I hate
you.
Total Biscuit.
There you go. It's now Total Biscuit, here on in. To be fair, we have less of an ulterior motive than Riot did when they made up their wood, so we're okay with that.
Take that, Riot.
Yeah. Screw you
That'll
with
hurt you.
your big pile of money. Oh, well. News-wise, is there anything else that we can really talk about? Not much.
Blizzard announced
much
they have a
really.
AAA title again.
Oh, God, they keep doing this.
Oh.
It's like job details for new game. It's like, yeah, how many times have you done this? How many bloody times? Titan apparently had the reset button pushed on it, and we have no idea what it is. According to Blizzard, we can't exactly tell you what the game is, but trust us, it's awesome! Okay, Blizz. Alright. Fair enough. It's multiplayer, supposedly.
There was
screenshots.
vandalism. Hang on, Jesse. There was
screenshot-
vandalism in Iceland. At the Eve had
At
the
Eve?
monument built. Yes, and they've got this monument, haven't they? And somebody from Goon Swarm
Goon
vandalized
Squad,
the
of course it was. Of
Why?
course it
monument. Like,
was.
why? Why?
Wait, what'd they do to it? What happened? What?
They like rubbed somebody's name out on it, and
And then they stuck
they were
a
on
bee
Twitter.
sticker on the monument, I believe, or spray painted a bee. I
Stupid.
was just
Goon
surprised
Squad,
to
you
see
never
members of
cease to
Goon Swarm
amaze.
actually going outside, personally, but I was on SA for several years. I can attest to it. But, Eve. There is an Eve-related topic, actually, and that is the fact that they're bringing out a version of Dust 514
Yes.
for PC. They're calling it
Legion.
something else. Yes, Project Legion.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yep.
Now I've got a problem with this. I had a problem
Alright.
with Dust. Why the hell was this on PS3? I could not
It's
understand.
fucking dumb.
I
So
think we made a
dumb.
show- Yeah, we did a video on it. We were like, what the fuck is this? Why? I don't understand. Why? At least it's coming to PC now, I guess. But we've got PlanetSide 2.
Yeah.
Why do we want to play that?
To
I
be
don't
fair,
know.
how big were the matches in Dust 514, really? Because my understanding of it was...
They were pretty small, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big open world like PlanetSide
No.
is.
It was just a map, wasn't it? Like you
Yeah.
sort of went to a planet, fought over a facility, and that type of stuff.
Yeah, that was my understanding of it. I
Yeah.
will attest to having not played it because it was a console shooter. and I
I've not
didn't
played it. Yeah.
Apparently, you
I
can plug a
didn't have
keyboard and
a
mouse
PS3
with a
at the
PS3 though and play it, so that's all right. But I mean, I was interested in it until I found out it was on console. But now apparently they're bringing a version to PC. I'll probably play it. It doesn't sound like it is this massively multiplayer game, though, in the way that it was originally made out to be. It's connected to a massively multiplayer game. It just happens to be kind of a squad-based shooter that's tacked onto that.
Yeah.
And, I'm okay with that. And I'll probably play it on PC, and I'll most likely find that it's pretty fun. I find the idea interesting, certainly, the whole connectivity thing. But it was so bizarre to say, oh yeah, we got a PC game and you can affect it in some way with a PS3.
Yeah.
What?
And Eve is like one of the most PC games you can get. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very weird. But I mean, like, I remember when all the information was coming out for Dust, and I remember reading through it thinking, bloody hell, this looks pretty good. If it's interconnected with the Eve universe, you've got fleets in orbit around the planet, they're dropping troops, there's a massive war, but it's not really that.
No.
But, like, that's kind of what I envisioned it was going to be, but it wasn't. And as I said, I didn't have a PS3 at the time, so why the hell was it not on PC? But as we say, it's coming to PC, so. But we've got PlanetSide, so
Yeah, and PlanetSide's got a bunch of its own problems that it kind of needs to sort out, and it still shows that genre is very much in its infancy. It's the best game to try it so far and mostly get it right, but there's still a shitload of stuff that game needs to fix, even though it is very fun. So I don't think we'll see massively multiplayer shooters in a big way for a couple of years yet still. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a really hard thing to do. I mean, hell, you got games like Battlefield that can't even get the netcode right for 64 players, let alone 640, So, didn't they only just fix the fucking invincibility problem that they had in that game?
I hope not.
Oh man. I mean, Battlefield. Oh god, Battlefield 4. I don't want to talk about it.
I'll wait for that new expansion they're doing for it that has that carrier assault mode. I might play that.
It's already out. Carrier assault mode's already
is
out,
it?
bro.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it?
It's Naval
Is it?
Strike, isn't it? That is it?
Is it? Okay.
There's carrier assault mode battles you can do.
It's out? All right, cool.
I don't know if it's what you're talking about.
Are you sure it's the same
I've been
thing?
doing
that-
them.
Are you
I don't
sure?
know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. All I heard was key buzzwords.
I think it
and I was
is.
like, I can do that. I can do that. So
I think it is carrier versus carrier because I've seen videos of carriers being like attacked,
Naval
and thrown
strike
open, and troops
carrier
going
assault.
into them. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
I don't think.
Kind of like,
I don't think that's out.
Battlefield
No, because it's
or-
like here's a feature of our forthcoming expansion. Unless that's out like now.
I can load up and tell you exactly what I can do in it. But all I do is conquest mode because I love it. I love it.
I'm in on Naval Strike. Like, I'll come back on Naval Strike and hopefully. Oh, they just released it for BF4 Premium, so that's what's happening
Yeah.
with it. It's apparently
Oh,
just
yeah,
out if
okay,
you have
yeah.
BF4 Premium. Okay.
Carrier assault. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I might jump back in for that. I like the idea of that mode. That was really fun in 2142. So we'll
Yep.
see if it's anything like that. I can dig that.
Have you guys seen the? Can I ask you? I want to ask a fundamental question.
All right.
First
A
off, have you
fundamental
seen
one.
the
Okay.
Fundamental.
screenshots?
Oh, God.
Cool.
Fundamental. This is.
Do you want to
it's
ask me a
gonna get to the core-
fundamentalist question?
It's gonna get to the core of who you are.
That'll be
I
very
want
fun.
you to
All right.
All right. Have you seen the Tales from Borderlands screenshots? That
Yes.
Are out? The
Yes,
new
I
ones?
have.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
As someone who has played all the Borderlands games, and
two
I
of them.
assume you guys have either played and or heard of them.
Yeah.
My question for you is there a story worth doing a game that is story driven on in that franchise?
Nope.
No.
I saw the screenshots. I'm like, it looks cool. And they're like, you get to, one of the characters works for Hyperion and the other character is a lone rogue. And I'm like, none of this I care about. Like, I don't, the world, it's fun to shoot things. The story was never that great. I don't understand.
Here's what it is, right? Here,
weird.
this is what tells the Borderlands actually is. All of this has been a red herring up to this point. It is a 9-hour introspective character study of Butt Stallion.
It really
That's what it
is.
is.
It really is.
That's all it is. It's basically done in the DRS the style, like you can't lose, but in the end, everybody loses.
Everybody wins. No, everyone wins.
No, no, they don't. Trust me, when Butt Stallion's involved, nobody wins.
Like, it says a lot about the series when the most fun I had in the entire franchise is when I played a Tiny Tina D&D spin-off DLC.
I was
was
told
like,
that was
this has
actually
nothing to
really
do with
fun.
It has
Yeah, it
nothing to do
was.
with the game. It's just a lot of fun, and it's story-driven, and it's actually like you're doing something, right? And it has the character, so it's like, oh, I get it, because I saw that character in the game. The rest of it, though, the main storyline, it's like,
No, I don't give a shit. That's a game about loot. And the storyline is ultimately fairly silly. There's occasionally funny moments, but a lot of it is stupid fucking toilet humor. The whole Bonafarts thing, the Butt Stallion, the way Handsome Jack... I don't know, Handsome Jack was a fairly good character, but there were definitely a lot of dumb jokes. Claptrap can fuck off. You know, he has not been comic relief for a
you
long
get to
fucking
play
time.
as him in the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
great, because they haven't run
my-
that joke into the ground enough. That's just beautiful. You know, I was hoping in space no one could hear the fucking claptrap. Apparently they can. So there's that.
I just don't like, of all the games that deserved a special Telltale, we're gonna do this. I don't.
Borderlands is a very strange. I said this as soon as they announced it. It's like, this is a very strange choice. Like the Game of Thrones thing fits perfectly. Like that was a match made in heaven, and then this was a match made in what the fuck is wrong with you? Very
Match made in
odd.
cash, probably.
Yeah, indeed.
Here you go. Oh yes. I'll
But
make
again,
it.
it'll probably be more fun than both the Borderlands games. You know, the Telltale do a good job with what, although I feel they may be stretching themselves a little bit too thin. But ultimately, Borderlands, I should have liked Borderlands way more than I did. But it had the game had a lot of nothing going on with it, and
Okay.
they
It feels
hyped
like
the
there's a
gun
lot
system.
of busy work in that game, like
Yes,
a lot of quests that are unnecessary and just padding it out, and that always pissed me off about it.
Yeah,
So I never really got into it.
I've said it enough with the fact that there's only one ability per character as well, and the entire fucking tree is passive otherwise. I don't think the gunplay is good enough to make up for that.
It's on
Although the Game of
Bioshock,
Thrones
infinite
one-
levels of gunplay.
It actually is. It really is. Right, but at least you can carry more than 2 guns. That's a
Hey!
plus. At least once you get the
But
upgrades
not in
anyway.
the new Unreal game. You will not be able to do that because it'll be consolified.
That's what
You'll
I've
have-
said this as well. They're never going to let you have 10 guns. There's
No,
not 10
no.
buttons on that controller. How many? There's like 4. Like 4, that's it. Nah, they force them to use the PS4 touchpad, and they have to actually write the number 2 to get to gun number 2 on it. Perfect. There you go. Problem solved. We got it. Innovation in controls. Oh my. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm not on the Borderlands train. I haven't been since the original. I played the original. The ending was fucking awful. I was like,
Horrible.
that was it? Are you kidding me? And Borderlands 2.
Is it coming out for the Vita? I think it's coming out
Yes,
for the Vita. isn't
it has 2-player co-op and it runs at like 30 FPS at most. I've never felt the desire to play Borderlands on the go, frankly.
No.
That is not something that I've just felt, wow, that was really missing in my life.
Especially if you can't play with other people on the go. Like, what is the point?
You can play with one other person on the go, apparently. One.
There is
They
no
don't have
point to playing
4-player co-op
Borderlands
in it,
by
only
yourself.
2.
That is, you're just asking for hours of boredom.
What I will say is the inventory management's probably going to be pretty good on the touchscreen. I can dig that, certainly. But, yes, outside of that, no.
Did I pass out? Did we start talking about Bungie and the Activision $500 million about how that's just
Oh,
ludicrous?
the advertising budget.
Did we? Did I pass out?
The
that? Did we
advertising
mention
budget
that?
is... Oh, yes, we haven't talked about this yet. The advertising budget is $500 million.
100 million.
Holy
Doesn't this mean they have to sell something like 15 million copies to even break it?
Think about that.
Holy
Like
shit.
if you remember, when like all the things that the money they put in for like Dead Space, and they got pissed about that, and Tomb Raider, and they got pissed about like all this money being forced out, and all they want so badly is just to have another Grand Theft Auto. And it's good luck, guys.
Well, it's not just marketing. It's according to Bobby Kotick, basically says $500 million, so $500 million on development and marketing for Destiny. And in addition to development costs, it includes marketing, packaging, infrastructure support, royalties, and other costs, supposedly.
Is this just me though? But the recent Destiny footage that's been coming out really doesn't look that good.
Well,
It
yeah,
kind
because
of
it's on
looks-
console.
The hype,
Well, not
the hype
visually,
for
but like
it though.
the game itself.
I have a lot
not-
of friends who are like big Halo people, and the hype amongst them as like, this is the one. Halo 4 kind of sucked, but this is the one, bro. This is the one. I'm telling you, it's through the roof.
Which is
There's gonna
weird
be a
because
lot of
it's
people gonna
not
buy
even
it.
it's not even the same kind of game. It's very Borderlands-esque, very
Borderlands,
quest-based.
yeah.
This kind of shared world thing going on with it. It's very focused on PvE. Deathmatch. There is some of that, of course, but it's not the focus for it.
They have to sell 15 to 16 million copies to break
Yeah,
even.
I thought it was.
Well,
something
you
like
know what
that.
a
I mean,
good way
the
to
hell?
start doing that would be? Announce the PC version. Then you might sell a few
Yeah.
extra million copies. Because
But wait a minute, they haven't.
yeah.
It's just terrible.
Oh, I
don't-
went to the studios I went to Bungie Studios. It was a few months back, and we saw bits and pieces. Really impressive looking studio, really nice guys. And I asked them, and they just dodged the question entirely about a PC version. It's just like, great, you're ignoring PC completely for a genre that is like PC in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Hey, loot. Yep, PC gamers like that. First-person shooters,
absolutely
multiplayer. We
crazy.
like that too. I do not understand
I mean,
ignoring
it would be like having your game and suddenly going, you know what? We're not going to sell this in Europe. Forget about it.
Well,
It
I mean,
just
it
doesn't
wouldn't be
even
the
make
first
sense.
time it's
It
happened,
doesn't
would it?
even make sense.
Wouldn't be the
It's
first
crazy.
time.
No.
I love how they end the article with the prediction that their Activision hopes that this will be their third billion-dollar franchise, joining Call of Duty and Skylanders, games that are so different that it's flukes that they're this successful. Like, you can't be like, we found the perfect formula. No.
Well, and Skylanders
no.
will eventually run into the ground, just like fucking Guitar Hero did. Guitar Hero was a billion-dollar franchise for them for a while, and then it tanked completely. And it will eventually happen. Call of Duty is happening less quickly, but it is happening, and Skylanders
happening.
will happen too. There's no question about that. It will happen. They do the annual thing. They keep shilling the annual thing out. They milk it until it dies, and it's left as a shriveled up little corpse. And just
A bit like what Nintendo do with Mario. Poor Mario. Poor little Mario.
But
He's
new
been
Mario
abused
Golf
so
game.
much.
But
Mario Kart's coming out, though.
there's a Mario Kart.
Oh no.
And Smash
Mario.
Bros, guys, Smash Bros.
Released the same games 5 million times, be called the savior of gaming, be Nintendo. That's the official jingle that goes on in their heads every day when they get up and look in the mirror. They're indoctrinated at this point. They genuinely believe what they're doing is innovative and original as they shill out the same character for the 500th time. They send him onto the corner. It's like,
But
please,
Mario with the
please,
hat
Mr.
this time,
Nintendo.
bro.
Please,
Big
Mr.
ball.
Nintendo, don't make me do it again. I've only got a tiny shred of dingers left. Get on that corner. Bring people in.
Wear
And
your
you-
cat suit, whore. Mario's
And you-
like, I don't want the
And you
weapon.
better bring back
There.
$1,000 by the end of the day, or you're getting this hand.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh dear. I have no doubt Destiny's going to be a good game, but again, it's a console shooter, so I don't care. Until they bring it out on PC, I don't care.
Can I just tell you guys something right now?
Anyway, that's just
literally-
terrible.
The minute we mentioned Nintendo, I just got a call from 000000000. I feel like Nintendo doesn't like us. That was Mario like, you got to help me. It makes me dress up in this cat suit, drive around in the Mario Kart.
I wanted to be an actor.
It's the worst.
Oh god.
Every night at the cafe, I can't do it anymore. I'm saying that the employees go and cuddle with Mario at the end of the night.
Yeah, that was what you were saying. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Oh dear.
Possibility for rumors about a new Nintendo console possibly being unveiled quite soon. That's what I'm hearing. We don't know if that's true yet, but certainly rumors circulating in regards to that. Probably has to happen. I genuinely do not see a way for the Wii U to recover from this position. I really don't.
Like I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan, but the Wii U has like had the worst marketing strategy I have ever seen. It was just like Wii U. What is this? A controller for my Wii? No, I mean it's
I
just
thought it was an
Nintendo have
internet
denied
web
this,
course.
by the way. I just want to point that out. They have denied that they will be showing new hardware, but I think they have to. I don't think they have a choice. Like, now the next gen consoles are out. That window has passed. Like, this is Dreamcast 2.0 in a huge way. But instead of just having its face stomped on by the PS2, it's having its face stomped on by the fucking Xbox,
Everybody.
by
Yeah.
the Atari Jaguar, everything else. The fucking Philips CDIs come along to stick the boot in as well.
Spectrum's turned up. Oh dear.
Oh, Jesus God, not him. I thought we got rid of him. It's like, I just got off a 20 stretch in fucking Wormswood. I'm out. I want a piece of it. Oh, God. I tell you, the Philips CDI is the aesthetic spectrum is the Bronson of the gaming computer world.
Oh my god!
But
I remember those commercials. I vividly remember the Philips CDI commercials and how they were just so hyped up about their shit, and it was always this giant laserdisc player thing. It's like, come play Philips CDI.
As people have accurately pointed out in the chat, the Dreamcast did better. Like, the Dreamcast had a bunch of really good games.
Better
And
than the Wii U, hasn't it?
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
still got its face stomped on by the PS2. So you're telling me a console as good as the Dreamcast, with a lineup as good as the Dreamcast, still got its face beat in, and you think the Wii U has a shot? Like,
But it's
I'm
not
sorry,
Mario.
like, I have at least 3 games for the Wii U, and they're pretty good. But outside of that, I don't see where it goes. Without Nintendo suddenly deciding, you know what, we're going to completely redo our lineup, we've got a bunch of brand new IP for you, it's really, really great, and that suddenly drives interest in it, it is going to be a Smash Brothers machine, and that will be it.
The other day, we found a GameCube game, and I wasn't looking at the console at the time, but I saw like the Wii screen. I was like, "Oh shit, you can play GameCube on Wii U!" And everyone looked at me and started cracking up. And they're like, "No!" And they point to the Wii, and I'm like, "Wow, no one like they'd rather use the Wii than the Wii U." And I was like, "That's where we're at with that console."
Yeah, that's actually true though. You can't play GameCube on Wii U, can you? Even in the Wii mode.
Nope, apparently not. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, you
it's
can't.
false-
There's apparently a homebrew mod that came out for it, But it's kind of weird backwards compatibility. The Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii, whereas the Wii is backwards compatible with the GameCube. But the way that the Wii U does its backwards compatibility is a Wii mode, which is kind of like a Wii within a Wii U.
Yeah.
It's but apparently there's a homebrew mod that allows you to play GameCube games on the Wii U.
Of course there is.
Called Nintendo. Brilliant. Love it. What a great title.
Stupid Nintendo.
It's,
Give it time. I'll say it again. They'll join Sega in just making games, and that's probably the smartest thing. They'll have their little handheld.
no, the
devices.
handhelds are still way too
handheld
successful.
market.
The
Yeah, they'll
handhelds
have
are
the
way too
handhelds.
successful for that. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
3DS is still a brilliant piece of kit.
But those home consoles, they have to stop. Look,
But can't
I'm asking
Nintendo
you.
run for like the next 20 years at a massive
Yes,
loss
they
anyway because they've got that
absolutely
much
can,
money?
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, they've had plenty of misses before. It's the fucking GameCube lost that war as well. It was still a decent system, but like if I recall correctly, didn't the GameCube only have a few hundred titles released for it? It wasn't actually that many.
What wins have they had recently?
3DS,
Besides handhelds.
DS,
Besides
Wii.
besides
Wii,
handheld.
DS, and 3DS. The Wii outsold everything.
we can't be.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The Wii outsold
Everybody's
both
got
of
a
the
Wii.
consoles in that
got a
generation.
balanced board as well.
Yeah, because it was all about fucking Wii Fit and bowling and shit.
tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many games? Yeah, all right, people.
They
might
don't
have bought
care.
shit Wii console.
They don't
but
give a
no one
shit.
bought
They
games
sold that
for
console
it.
at a profit. They don't care. The Wii U is like the
cost,
first one that's selling at a loss.
Yeah.
I don't know. No one's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, they could afford a couple more duds. That's fine. But I don't see the future for that console now. Like, now that the next gens are out, what the hell are they going to do? Here's the two studios they currently have. They've got their in-house stuff, and they've got Platinum. And Platinum, I'm pretty sure, is going to leave them
Bayonetta, isn't
quite
it?
quickly. They're going to put Bayonetta 2 out. I'm going to buy Bayonetta 2. I'm hopefully going to enjoy it. And then, are they really going to be able to convince Platinum to publish another game as a Wii U exclusive? I'm sure Platinum would like to sell more than 3 copies of
Yeah,
their
the sales are
actual
going to be
titles.
absolutely horrific, ain't they? I mean, it's just going to...
Yeah. Wonderful 101 was like a great game last year, but it didn't sell that much because most people don't have Wii U's. So, they got the retro studios as well, who are making like the Donkey Kong games and stuff. But again, they're making the same games that were making 20 years ago. We need something else. Something else.
Did that Donkey Kong game sell at all? Did anyone give a
no,
shit?
it sold terribly. It's great. But it doesn't matter because nobody cares. That's a sad thing. They'll probably bring Metroid Prime back in some way. That'll happen. And it's like, come on, Nintendo, I need something new from me. I'm waiting for what was it's not called Project X. The guys who made Xenoblade are like working under Nintendo now to make a new game for the Wii U. I don't think it's called Project X. It was something else. It's X something. I don't know. It's just called X. Okay, yeah.
X.
Yeah, just X. There was... it's Monolith who are working on Nintendo for X, which will probably also be good. But there's so little development. And let's be honest, most of these... Activision has said absolutely nothing about Call of Duty on the new system. Ubisoft, who supported them greatly, are kind of abandoning them as well. There's all of the ports that come out for Wii U are apparently just not very good. They're missing pieces of the game. You're the whipping boy, basically. It's like buying the ports on the Wii. Remember when you're buying things like Far Cry and Call of Duty on the Wii? It was a terrible experience. It's the same thing that's happening here.
Yeah.
That's sad. That is sad.
But on the plus side, we get a Zelda Dynasty Warriors game, so
Thank God
boy.
for that. That truly will save the console. There'll obviously be a boost this year. There'll definitely be a boost this year with Smash Brothers, there's no doubt, but it's struggling. Maybe they bring a mainline Pokemon game to the Wii U.
Huh.
That might work. But
Why didn't the
Pokemon
Wii U
Snap.
launch with these
Make it
games? That's what I
happen.
don't understand.
exactly.
Like fucking Pokemon, Mario Kart, the Smash Brothers. Instead, you get Luigi running around a fucking ghost house or some shit. Nobody cares about Luigi. I don't even care about Luigi. I mean, what the hell?
Have you had the chance to play the Mario Kart arcade game?
No. Is that any good?
No.
If you ever go to like a arcade or Dave and Buster's or a whatever, like a place, they have arcade cabinets now that are it's like you're racing, except it's all these different characters. your car's chosen at random, your abilities are chosen at random, and then you play against 3 other people. It's the most fun Mario Kart that has ever existed, ever. And it's like, why didn't you put this out on your console, guys? Question mark. Because it's been around for a while, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know. It looks gorgeous. It looks great. It plays great. It's a thing to do when you're having some brews with the friends. That's what I'm saying.
Pokemon
Don't Mario
Snap
Kart
you.
drink. Guys.
No.
Don't do that.
No. Like, okay, I know it's obviously the perfect system for it, but no one's going to buy a system to play Pokemon Snap. No. It's not going to
You
happen.
can use the thing. You can hold the thing. Like,
I don't care if we can do that. No, it's the same reason no one's going to buy it for Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame is not a system seller. I'm sorry.
no. They needed a Zelda or Metro game at launch. That's what they needed in order to sell their console.
Like I don't even like Nintendo. Yeah, I know what they needed at launch. Why don't they know? It's crazy. It's
And
absolutely
this
crazy.
year,
but even
Luigi
then-
shit, that was the fact that when it ended,
Yeah.
it was just as snarky as when it began. People were like, the year of Luigi's over, guys. Oh, only one more day. Like, you guys are idiots. That's so dumb.
Oh, but even then, even if they did bring all that stuff out, it's like, great. They are the only company that consistently brings the same games out over and over again across generation after generation after fucking-ration. The other 2 companies, Microsoft and Sony, actually make the effort to create original IP, even if they do say, we're going to make a new Resistance game, we're going to make a new Killzone game, and so on and so forth. They still at least make an effort to say, yes, there's going to be new IP, look at all our new IP that these guys don't have. And Nintendo's like, look at the Mario games that they don't have. And then it was just like, okay, Grandpa Nintendo, all right. Don't get too excited now, you might pee yourself. Oh...
It's a sad state of affairs when in your fighting game, when you introduce new characters, you're like, it's the yoga lady. That's what you have.
From our most successful Nintendo game in 10 years, here comes the Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, Wii Fit Trainer, and then
God.
and then the new Leaf Kid. Like, yep, we got it. We have all the best characters we could possibly include. Like, no, guys. So sad. So sad.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
I remember
yeah.
desperately wanting a Super Nintendo more than anything in the world, and now I can just literally care less. Like, whatevs. I'll buy it when I buy it.
Yep, it sits on my shelf, and it's like, because eventually there might be, something I want to play on it, like Bayonetta 2. Or, I got mine, it sat there for about 6 months, I played one full one-on-one in it, I enjoyed my time with it, I've not turned it on since. I think it gets used by my kid for Skylanders mostly, but I think he just got the new Skylanders, and he couldn't find the new Skylanders on Wii U. They only stocked it on Wii, because no one was buying it on Wii U, so we just got a Wii instead. So it's like... I'm like, do you want it on PS4? It's like, no, I'd rather have it on Wii so I can play it in my room. It's like, great. We have the next-gen console sitting in the media room doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he's playing on his fucking original Wii in his room. Ugh.
My absolute favorite comment is in chat. This guy's like, yeah, but to be fair, Wii Fit Trainer has caught has really caught on with the fans. There's a lot of fan art. I'm like, oh yeah, no, there's a reason for that.
What? Fan art?
She's popular. It has nothing to do
That
with their
means
popularity.
nothing.
Oh yeah, no, the fans really like her. No shit, you don't say. Why is that?
She's got 2 very big reasons why.
All that tight-fitting yoga pant clothes definitely has nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Oh my.
Other than that, she's very charismatic, guys.
She has
her
a great
story,
personality.
The gameplay, fantastic. Really relatable.
The
A lot of
internet.
fan art.
That's not a good justification.
There's a lot of fan art out there. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of fan art that I don't want to see either, and I would prefer just to keep out of mind if possible.
that's how I'm going to justify all characters. Dude, there's just a lot of fan art, though. Lots of fan art.
Oh dear.
I think companies should judge their popularity based on the Rule 34 fan art. If there's a lot, you're doing it well.
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
If no one wants to fuck a cartoon version of it, then it's obviously not commercially viable.
Nope.
Terrible.
Nope. That's why they put all their money on Bayonetta. They are convinced
yeah.
that's the way to go.
Because the people who buy Mario are going to want to buy Bayonetta.
Obviously, there's a big
so
crossover.
See that
there.
ass though? Yeah. Like what? No one. Yeah, you're right. No one playing Mario or Luigi's Mansion is going to be like, I want to play that game.
New releases. Let's do that. Just
All right.
I just want this to stop. All right, let's go through the new releases. New releases today, that being May the 6th. God of War Collection for PlayStation Vita. If you want to play yet another thing that you played on PlayStation 2 on the Vita, you can do that. MLB The Show, PS4. Play baseball on your console.
The show. We need a subtitle.
You mean
The
Rounders
show.
TV?
Hakuaki. Stories of the Shinsenegumi Sensei Senpai Animu. I think that's the Japanese title. That's the subtitle that you didn't get over here. It is a choose-your-own-adventure involving potential love interests. Why the fuck am I not surprised?
Oh, God.
Whoa. What do you mean choose your own adventure? Like choose your own adventure or just...
What the heck?
Hakuoki, Stories of the Shinsenigami. This choose-your-own-adventure style game offers players a chance to choose one of 6 possible love interests. Playing through the main game
my
unlocks the Stories of Shinsengumi. Several additional events that add roughly 20 hours of content. 20 fucking hours.
20 hours?
Game of the year. Calling it.
Unlock a series of short stories written specifically for this game about the Hakuoki cast in modern-day Japanese high school. Japan!
A high school. Always a high school. What the heck?
Japan! Stop! Stop! Why? Every fucking time!
All right, guys, I went to go look up images of this game. There is a there's a significant amount of images featuring
Does it have a
male
lot of fan art by any chance?
No. Well, it is fan art. It's male characters from the game paired with real life dogs. And I don't know what is going on.
What?
Let me send you one.
No.
You can appreciate it.
Can we not?
Copy image URL. Enjoy
Oh,
this. Enjoy this,
no.
guys. This is just one of the many selections that I've stumbled across.
What the fuck is that?
Is that a French bulldog or something in there?
Why does that exist?
Alright, hang on. I got this shit. Hang on. I'm gonna go grey for a second as I put this in here. Here it is! Look at how glorious that is! I'll put it over Jesse's face. There we go.
Best fan art of any game ever. That's what you guys should be doing with the Wii Fit trainer. Just put her just next to a picture of a dog. That's all
Why
I'm
does
gonna
this
do for the rest of the
exist?
day. It's just her and a picture of a dog.
Oh, I don't understand. Oh. Okay, Stick to the Man, PS4. It's already been out on PC, PS3, and everything for a while. Stick to the Man's pretty good. Sports Friends, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. That's supposed to be quite
Isn't
fun.
this local co-op only? Local multiplayer only
Probably.
or something?
Yes.
It was a bit
Yes,
weird.
it's local.
Yeah.
Hang on, does that have Johann Sebastian Joust in it? Holy shit. It is. It is. So, Johann Sebastian Joust is incredible, if you don't already know about it. If you've never played it, then you've probably never been to PAX or anything like that. But it is a game with no graphics. You use they use the motion controls with the...
Oh shit! I've seen a video of this.
Yes. You walk around with it, and the music, when the music speeds up, you can move faster, and you try and knock everyone else out of the game by hitting their hand to shake it too much. When it slows down, you got to be much slower. Basically, it's a game about physical violence. It's brilliant.
I was going to say this is going to result in violence really quick.
Yeah, I played it with a theme and accidentally karate chopped this girl in the neck. It was brilliant.
Wow.
There's also, it comes with the pole vaulting dueling game Super Pole Riders and Barry Ball, which is a retro style fighting game. Yeah, this has got to be brilliant. Johann Sebastian Joust alone is hilarious. It's smart that they put it in, I think, with a bunch of other games as well. I think you can't really sell any of those games on their own, so this makes sense. That's cool. I'm really glad that that's actually coming out, because Johann Sebastian Joust is a hilarious party game. Absolutely brilliant. People will die from that game. Titan Attacks. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita.
What is that?
I don't know. I assume it's not Attack on Titan.
Everyone
Titan
has
Attacks. That's Puppy
Titan.
Games. Okay, yeah. I know what this is. It's a Space Invaders clone by Puppy Games. So there you go. If you're hoping for Attack on Titan, no, it's actually a pretty good Space Invaders clone, but yeah. Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse, PlayStation Vita. Anyone played the Broken Sword games?
I think so a very long time ago on my PS1, I do believe. Therefore, I have no knowledge of it. But I do remember there was some sort of a scene in Paris, I think, and somebody got bombed in a cafe, I think.
Sounds about
That's
right.
all I know. Click and point adventure type thing, anyway.
Yep, by Revolution Software. It's an episodic point and click, basically.
Yeah.
What else? Football Manager Classic 2014, PlayStation Vita. Also known as the game that will sell 1 million Vitas in the UK. Fucking guarantee it.
Gotta
Game is
manage my team.
Yep. It's the opiate of the masses in England, trust me. Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure coming to PC on May the 7th.
So excited.
Yep. May the 8th,
FMV.
Age of Mythology Extended Edition.
That game taught me about history.
I'm sure it was all very accurate as well.
Yes, it was very accurate.
It does. I'll give them credit for this. It looks significantly better than the Age of Empires thing that they released. It looks like they've put a lot more effort into this one.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better. I'll probably play it. It looks, it's improved. It's not brilliant. I mean, it's still fairly low resolution textures, but it's a hell of a lot better than it used to be. So, yeah.
What?
The Denpermen 3, Rise of Digital on the 3DS. Denpermen is hilarious. Just want to point that out.
I like the Dempa Men. Who are the Dempa Men?
The
Dempa
Dempa
Men
Men.
are mysterious creatures that live among the radio waves. You
course.
can't see them with your naked eye, but you can find them and catch them using your 3DS.
Yep. Denpermen. They're turn-based dungeon crawling RPGs where you build up an army of these little Denpermen dudes and you scan things like QR codes and you kind of find them in the real world. It's really interesting and strange and kind of cool, honestly.
Dempa Men.
And it's 3DSware, so it's like $5. It's kind of neat. Denpermen. Grinsia for 3DS eShop.
What is Grinsia?
I could not. It's an
Is that
RPG.
a typo? Like Grandia? typo?
No, it is a.
No, it is a thing.
And it was also on Android. Apparently,
It's Android,
It is,
yeah?
Yeah, it was on Android initially. So yeah, it's a JRPG ported to Android. It looks kind of 16-bit era kind of sort of thing, like an old Final Fantasy title. Yep, Japanese, but without visual knowledge elements, which is always nice. Visual knowledge. Wow. Let's try that one again. Visual novel. Huh. Yeah, I'm losing it. May the 9th, Bound by Flame, PS4, PS3, PC, Xbox 360.
Okay, this is like a medieval fantasy RPG game that looks like a really cheap Dark Souls.
Uh-huh.
It's
Have you
from
played
Focus Interactive, isn't it? Which, well, they publish it. So, like, they tend. I don't mean this with any disrespect, but they don't tend to, like, they seem to publish kind of mediocre games. But
they're not a AAA publisher.
Yeah,
it's fair to say
essentially,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've put out, I mean, some good stuff's come out under Focus Home Interactive. They published some stuff which is kind of cool. They published
Wargame
Blood
is pretty
Bowl.
good.
Yeah, Wargame is a great example of that.
Yeah.
They published Blood Bowl. They published it for that. But there's a lot of stuff that comes out from them that's like really strange. Like for every Wargame, it's like Crime and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes. Yet another one of those.
Orcs and Men, I think, was that one they had as well?
Of Orcs and Men. Yeah, they released that one. They publish a lot of stuff. Basically, that's probably the best way to describe it. Lots of them are very strange. Some of them are good. Some of them maybe not so good. They're actually publishing the Deathwing first-person shooter, Space Hulk Deathwing, which is interesting. They're also publishing the Mordheim game. I learned that today there's going to be a Mordheim game, which is super exciting because that's a part of Warhammer that most people don't see. They put out stuff like Final Exam, which was okay. Contrast was published under them. Farming Simulator, it's weird. But the Bound by Flame is made by spiders, who actual legitimate spiders, like literally spiders, made this game. It's incredible. No, a developer called Spiders that made a game called Mars Warlogs, which seemed like it came out of nowhere. It seemed really exciting, but it had some really cool elements to it, and then it was just kind of bombed by poor design. Bound by Flame is a third-person action role-playing game. I can't talk much about it because I'm under embargo.
Yeah,
although
we're under embargo for this.
yeah, apparently it came out early. There's an entire people have played the entire game already because somehow it leaked early in Europe. So it's lovely to be under embargo when the game's fucking leaked, but you can watch it. It's... I don't know. It seems okay, but
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It just looks not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Got to play a
Might
bit
give it
more.
a try.
Yeah, I've got to play a bit more of it. I can't even talk about it anyway because I think the embargo's up on Friday, so I'm gonna have to work on that this week. I'll tell you this: it's got some of the best-looking rock textures I've ever seen in a video game. Some high-res fucking rocks in that game.
Well,
Wow.
we know TV's review is going to be shining positive.
Also, the beards. A lot of polygons in those beards. Really good quality beards in that game. High quality beards. Alright. So, onward. Past Bound by Flame to actually next week, so we will not bother. I think that's about it. That's pretty much it for the releases. We haven't missed anything, have we? We probably have. Our release list usually is missing things. Nope.
Not
I
that
don't
I'm aware
know.
of.
God knows.
Oh, apparently Europe's getting Peggle 2 on May the 7th. Xbox.
Finally.
Yeah. Indeed. That's about it. Yep. That's it. That's the video games you will have.
Yeah, there's really not
No.
a whole lot of games
No,
coming
not
out
really.
this week, guys.
Not really.
Deal with it.
Yeah. Probably about time to wrap up the show, I think. Unless you have any other topics do you have anything burning on your mind that you must discuss?
No. Not really, no. I can't.
Video games are boring, basically. It's what we've learned from this show.
Boring.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. It just seems like there was a lot of 3DS releases and stuff coming out, which, if I'm totally honest, I have no interest in. So,
I haven't played my 3DS in a while. I should. It's still got a lot of good games. But I just don't have the desire to do it, frankly. It's like, when I go to bed, it's like, I'll play some games? No, I've been playing games all day. I'm going to watch Netflix.
exactly. You know what? I do exactly the same thing. I get in bed, I'll get the Vita, I'm like, oh no, put it away, get the iPad, sit down, watch Netflix.
Yeah. I got a stand for near my
Star
bed,
Trek
which
Next Generation
basically
episode.
levitates my iPad to the point with perfect
Yeah,
viewing
yeah,
angle
yeah.
when I'm lying down. It's like, this is great. I don't need a fucking TV. I just have this 10-inch fucking tablet in front of me with a clip-on speaker. I'm watching Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, which is jumping the fucking shark halfway through. I love Aaron Sorkin stuff. Absolute huge fan of it. Love The West Wing. Watched the whole series twice, which for me is very unusual. And Studio 60 starts off really, really strong. Like, great setting for it. It's a TV show about a TV show. Awesome. I get to learn all this industry-specific stuff. Really, really great characters. Halfway through, rom-com. Out of fucking nowhere. Like, god damn it! Really, guys? It was so good. And then you put that it's like everything's romance now. Like, oh well, I guess I'll wait for Newsroom to get on Amazon, and then I'll watch that. Oh dear. So yes, watch the first half of Studio 60, and then just pretty much abandon ship as soon as all the romance plots come in. Oh dear.
I like finding out what you watch. I always enjoy learning about what you watch on TV.
Right now I watch two things. I watch that and I watch Hannibal. Hannibal is fucking disturbing. And
Hannibal's great because
Great.
go after every episode, go to Twitter and look at all the comments, and they're so funny. Because I think it's kids who don't realize that Hannibal is the thing that has existed before the show Hannibal.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see people like, they're just like, oh my god, if they kill Hannibal, I'm like,
No.
That's a really interesting paradigm for the show, though, isn't it? Because, like, for a fact, like, right from the start, who the fucking, like, antagonist is. And that it's weird because, like, the sense of danger is artificial at that point, but it still ends up being ridiculously compelling.
right.
It's very surprising. Yeah, I've been watching that on Amazon Prime. It's...
Dodger likes to watch it
Good.
because people get eaten.
Well, he is Hannibal.
Well, in the second episode, they find a bunch of people planted beneath the ground with mushrooms growing on them. For fuck's sake, it's evil. That is not something to watch when you're in a kind of a scared frame of mind. I tell you, that is a nasty show. Oh man, well, those are the only two shows I'm watching right now.
I mean,
You're not watching.
Go on, Jesse.
Oh no!
After you, sir. After you.
sir.
After you.
Age before beauty. Go.
House of Cards was the last thing I watched.
I need to
in any
watch it.
capacity.
I need to get around to it.
Great.
Yeah.
it really is. Like I didn't think it would be something I would enjoy, but I was really taken in by that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been the best thing I've watched in a hell of a long time. Like a long time. And dare I say this, Game of Thrones kind of pales in comparison to it in terms of the quality of the writing and such.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know Game of Thrones is fantasy and whatever, and Game of Thrones is Game of Thrones. It's still great, but awesome. House of Cards, absolutely awesome. And of course, it's based on a British program as well. What more?
Yeah, the House of Cards trilogy, the original one was British, yeah. People are suggesting Arrow in the chat. I've already watched all of Arrow. Arrow is really good.
Arrow's the guy with the
Arrows.
bow and arrow. What?
Yes. Arrows.
Yeah, it's like
Green Arrow, basically.
Green Arrow.
Yeah, it's great. I like it. I like Arrow a lot. Great characters.
24 is back as well.
Oh, for Christ's sake! I stopped 24 at season 3. Like, I watched the first series of 24 really, really late because when I was growing up, when 24 was a big deal, we didn't have Sky, so we never got to watch it. Sky, for those who don't know, is the UK satellite TV, basically. Cable TV in the UK is only a recent thing. If you wanted like the premium TV channels in the UK, you had to have a satellite dish. So and the company that did it was called Sky, and I never had that growing up, so I never had all of those shows. And then I ended up watching it later. I was like, whoa, yeah, 24 is incredible. I watched the second series, like, whoa, it's still incredible. Season 3, it's not incredible anymore.
Oh, it only goes downhill from there. Like,
Yeah.
This season, Jack Bauer takes on his father, who just happens to be a bad guy. How is he a bad? It doesn't matter. Jack Bauer needs to stop a bomb from going off.
Again.
It's insane. It doesn't matter, though, because this time he's in London. Or somewhere.
He's in London.
And he only has 12 hours instead of 24. Not because we couldn't afford an entire 24 season,
No, of course.
but because 12 hours.
They said like the extra hours will be filled in when he's like on a plane. You know, he's going somewhere. We don't need to see that. He's traveling for an hour. It's totally fine.
Yeah. I've heard the True Detective is very good. I had a bunch of people recommend that to me. Apparently that is incredible.
That is a really good show, dude.
I'll watch that. Yeah, that sounds good. People are saying The Shield. It's like, yeah, watch the whole Shield. I bought the whole Shield on just box set of
Shield is
that.
great.
I did the entire 7 series in not one sitting, obviously, because I'd be dead. But like pretty much straight through like 6-7 episodes a day, just devouring that show. It's like that show never has a bad season. That show is the closest to perfect that I've ever seen from a TV show. It ends just as well as it begins, and it never drops off, and it ends just the right time. It's fucking
And even
great.
when it got a little like stale, they were like, "Here, let's throw in Glenn Close," and she just like, boom, series is back to being good again. It was like, damn, they did it right every single time.
And that is a brutal show, and brilliant show. People suggest The Wire to me all the time. I watched the first season of The Wire. It's compelling, but it is slow. Very slow. And season 2 in particular, I actually just lost interest entirely. I got to be honest. I have to try it again. But
Isn't season 1? It's not available in HD, is it?
Maybe not.
I'm pretty sure. I was told to watch that as well. You know, best, police-related drama. Get stuck into it, and I just couldn't watch it. I don't know why. I just couldn't really get into it.
Yeah. TV.
There you go.
What
Think
you
of the
do
past,
when you're
ladies and
bored of video
gentlemen.
games. Pretty much. We have 5
Also,
minutes left of the show
let's
to
all
fill.
appreciate that the last season of Sherlock was the biggest like Tumblr fan service I've ever seen in my entire life. It was not actually a good season. You're welcome, internet. Stirring up trouble.
I love how people keep believing that it's possible for the UK to make good serial dramas that aren't based in costume. Like, no, they can't. I'm sorry. We can't do it. We can't. We're good at 2 things. Period dramas and comedy quiz panel shows. That's it. Those are the 2 things we do well. And yet some people still watch Doctor Who.
Right, okay, Doctor Who. Doctor Who must have, like, the special effects in Doctor Who really piss me off. Like, really piss me off. It is like I've sat down in After Effects and made the special effects and gone, there you go, guys. And it just looks shit.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's like,
Doctor
what's
Who
the
anyway.
BBC
It's
budget
terrible.
for this episode?
20
3
quid.
quid 50. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can with a couple of toilet rolls and a bit of tin foil. Let's have at it.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Uh-huh. I join you and the many other people in the UK that don't fucking like Doctor Who.
I don't know anybody who likes Doctor Who.
In the UK, no, I don't. I don't know a single UK person that likes Doctor Who. I don't. It's the Americans that are fucking excited about that.
That's only because we didn't have to live with it, and it's like it's all new to us, and we think anything British is just really just swell. And we're just like, guys, it's Doctor Who. It's like if you're a nerd and you want to be a hip nerd, that's the thing to watch. No, it's not very good.
Yes.
Look, basically, I'm calling everything Tumblr stands for out right now. Tumblr.
Here we go again.
None of it's good. Whatever you love, I hate now.
Oh dear.
So that's it. We're done.
I think we're pretty much done. Let's talk about what's going on the channel this week. What's going on? Why don't we start with you, the fellows over at UnitLost? What are you up to this week?
We have a fairly long running XCOM series on the channel, so there'll be more of that, which is us just being stupid.
You're not
playing
dead
XCOM.
yet. That's adorable.
We have there'll be more Luxy stuff, which is kind of our first impression series. We've got a show called Face Off Friday where me and him play games and against each other. Last week we played Nidhogg and I'm really good at it, like really good. He's really terrible, so I just totally destroy him and he gets quite angry. And there'll probably be more Hotfix on the channel, which is kind of our topical gaming debate show where we just take one topic and sort of debate it to death. It's usually a topic which probably going only last maybe 10 minutes, lasts for half an hour. But that's just the way that goes. And of course, we stream as well on our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/UnitLost. And we have been playing quite a bit of Dark Souls 2, where I've been through the game, Kiri hasn't, so I just troll the shit out of him at every single point. And
you are Twitch chat incarnate. It's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
That sounds horrible. Oh,
It really is. It really is.
So yeah, that's I think that's pretty much what we've got lined up for this week. Yeah.
Fair enough. Jesse, I hear you've been playing a game by the name of Necro.
I did. It was my
Necro.
Fan Friday. It was,
Yeah.
and I played against Mayor Biscuit, and I killed him, and then it wouldn't let me beat the level. It said it was still in combat, and I couldn't beat your level, and so I gave up in a furious
Early
rage.
access.
So well, you beat me, even though you were dead. You still beat me. By the way, that level is ridiculously hard. Fighting against you, not easy. You roll with a big crew. You've got hunters and you've got like farm hands and butchers. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't forget around.
So yes. But I did kill you, and then I wandered aimlessly for 5 minutes trying to beat the level and couldn't. I was like, "Who's good?" And that's how I ended. So that's, yep.
Even in death, I still serve.
What is that, Jesse? What says that, Jesse? Even the devil still serves.
Hold on. I'm trying to make
Massively
help us
important
on.
news that's more important
Help
than
us
what's
on.
going on at Jesse's channel. Unleash the Hounds has been nerfed to 3 cost instead of 2. That is all.
Good.
Oh.
I won't be able to hear people shout it through their computers at me. I don't know that they do that, but I imagine they do. This week, more of yesterday, which is the craziest effing game I've ever played. We'll finish that up this week, and then Tesla Effect. Tex Murphy is happening. It's happening, guys, and I cannot wait because FMV movies are the best.
I don't even see how you can do a let's play of that. He is constantly talking almost all the time. How the fuck? You're not going to do anything. You're just going to play the game and not say a word, aren't you?
You remember, it worked very well for South Park.
You asshole.
Actually, looking at it, I will probably look at a game called Endless Legend because I quite like Endless Space.
Yeah.
But I have not loaded this up yet, so I've not even looked at it. But Endless Space, that's kind of okay.
Yeah, it was an okay game. Endless Legend might be good.
To see what that is.
We'll see. What will I be doing this week? Well, we still need to play our speed build game. We're probably going to do that tomorrow. We're going to try and do it today, but we don't have the time for it. It will happen before Krendor comes and murders us all. Tex Murphy, I am trying to get a video done today of it. I think I have my opinion of it, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to change, but I want to try and get a bit further into the game so people don't call me out for being horrible. Which is weird. I get called out sometimes for getting too far into the game, so it's not a true first impressions. Then I get called out for doing first impressions and not getting far enough into the game.
Yeah.
Fuck me!
Fuck off.
But yeah, I pretty much have my opinion of that game under the belt, and I'll definitely talk about that. What else is coming up? Bound by Flames embargo's up on Friday, so I will try to do that. But again, it's an RPG, so I make no promises. You know how I get with those. Like, oh, well, I've got to put 15 hours into it first. Maybe I just don't have the time for that. We'll see. Definite Dawngate video will be coming. I don't think there's a real doubt about that. I've been playing enough of Dawngate to get an opinion of that, so be doing that. More content patch, more mailbox, that kind of thing. StarCraft stuff, Clan Wars restarts in a couple of days on Friday, I believe. We'll have Root Gaming versus IVD, and there'll be a bunch of other stuff, and we should hopefully have a cool announcement this month for something else StarCraft related as well. And I think that is about it. Pretty sure that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Nope. Oh, all of the Guns of Icarus stuff you'll probably see over the next few weeks. That's happening. Yeah. That's it. That's us done. That's the Corruptional Podcast. If you want to check out our channels, they are below. They've been below for the last 3 hours. How the hell did you not notice them? Look at them. Look at that. Look at how beautiful they are. Right there, right there. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/TotalBiscuit, twitter.com/JesseCox, twitter.com/UnitLost.
Gaming.
There you
Yes. Because UnitLost is a Swedish punk band.
go. Assholes! Damn you, Sweden! Every time. Yeah. That's our show. Hopefully you had fun with it.
Awesome.
You might not have.
No, it was.
We
great.
make no apologies. Thank you very much, Tom, and and Silent Bob in the background for coming on the show.
Yeah, this geezer.
Yep, Silvermania could learn a lot from you. My name's been Total Biscuit. You've been watching the Corruptional Podcast. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.